everyone, and welcome to the Reign of Emrys. This is Dork Tales, and I am your Dungeon Master, Kelly. Joining me tonight is I guess you guys don't have a name yet, because you're not even a party yet, because, hey, you haven't even spoken in character for the first time yet. This is a brand new campaign that we are running here on Dork Tales that is set in our Homebrew world. We're really excited to be running this for everybody. If you can tell, it's slightly more period-pieced, and it is... God, like, what's the time period, guys? Like kind of a 16th, 17th vibe? Ish? Yeah. So, I will tell you a little more about this game in just a moment, but this is the first game, so we hope you enjoy it. If you weren't here for session 0, that's fine. Don't worry. We're going to walk you through this. First of all, why don't we go ahead and introduce ourselves, starting with who we are, who we're playing, and something we're hyped about this game. So why don't we just go in order, and I'll start with Christine. So, hey, Christine, how's it going?
Not too bad. Hello, so I'm Christine, and I'm playing Claudette Ophelia Belmont. She is a wizard and a blade singer.
Nice. And what are you hyped about?
Oh, I am hyped about being a spellcaster who has armor and a good AC.
I know, it's the best of all worlds.
This is great.
All right. Hello, Amy.
Hello, I'm Amy, and I will be playing Leiden and Merov, the cleric of the grave. And yeah, I know, spooky. And I am. I don't know
our
exactly
game's first ASMR.
And the game's first ASMR. That's true. Hello. Yep. What?
It's because you're an ASMR in real life. Nice.
So yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm hyped about. I'm hyped to be in another game. I'm hyped for this character's charisma score.
Which is what?
20.
Oh God.
Yeah, I thought for a while that I'd had them 19, wisdom 19 and charisma 19, but I'd actually swapped them because of how my bonuses worked out. So I have a charisma of 20.
You might as well.
Might as well.
Hello, Caitlin.
Hello, my name's Caitlin. I'll be playing Telfrin Ellis Pridery, the Barbarian.
Nice. What are you hyped about?
I'm hyped to be playing a guy character for once.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly ever do that. And I'm really hyped to be in a D&D game and to rage.
To rage. You would like to rage?
Mm-hmm. I'm totally ready. I'm ready to rage.
And I guess I should have done this in advance, but just because we should try to be as inclusive as possible in the stream, quick pronoun check. I'm Kelly, I'm the DM. I use he, him. I'll answer to anything, but I use he, him. Christine?
She, her.
Okay.
Oh, that's me. Hi, Amy. Yes, she, her, they, them. I don't care. Whatever.
Okay. And in character, you're using she, her as well.
In game, yes, she, her.
Yeah, if you're doing something different in game, mention that as well. Caitlin, you're doing.
So I use she, her. Telfrin is he, him.
Okay, cool. All right. So, and we'll just roll that into the last two that we do. So, hi, Robin.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Robin. I go by she, her, and so does my character, Ivy, the Tiefling Blood Hunter. And I am excited to be in a kind of big-ish new Homebrew campaign of Kelly's, because I enjoy watching Shards and Urns, so it's kind of cool to be in something as well like that. So I'm looking forward to just being in another campaign, because I love dragons and dungeons. That's how
there are a couple of those things in this game, so.
Yeah.
Mostly dungeons. Go to the dungeon. All right, and finally, hi, Mike.
Hey, everyone. I'm Mike. I go by they, them in person, and I am playing Verrix Soulstar. She is our artificer, arterialist. She goes by she, her. She has a little bunny, flying robotic bunny companion, which Vincent wasn't being social tonight, so he is not in the room. Also, I have a green screen, so you wouldn't be able to see him anyways.
Okay.
But something I am stoked about is I am super excited for this character. She was the first character that I actually built since really coming into my own as a non-binary person.
Mm-hmm.
And so she is already feeling the most natural for me.
Is she non-binary as well, or is she's just her?
she's just her.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm super stoked for playing her.
It's going to be good. And you look good with the long hair. You should grow your hair out. All right. So
If I could, I would, but I can't.
well, fair enough. All right. So, guys, this is game one. So that means that, and I'm using guys as like a collective. If it's a reflex. Sorry, I'll try to change it. I won't succeed, but I'll try. So everyone, this is game one. So that means that we are going into this, and there's going to be a lot of name drops. There are going to be a lot of things that you will have to learn. So if you have a notebook in front of you, that is ideal. If not, if you're typing, please do it very quietly. Perfect. I will try to provide things later, and you can always do quick notes and ask me after game, because my keyboard's real click-clack, and if I have to type out every name that I say, that's going to get really loud for everybody. Okay?
Click-clack, paddywhack.
So...
I am desperately trying to decide how to start the organization of my notebook.
At the first page is usually the best one.
Yes, but what goes on that first page
I always put the cast list on the first page.
Well, it's not so much that, because I also use it for remembering my roles and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Right? So I try and have all that and figure out where to put stuff. And there's a lot to it.
Ooh,
Too much to it.
my tie has come out. Sorry, pardon me. All right, so with that, I think we're about ready to start. Now, everybody here is starting at level 2. A couple quick things about this world, just so that you're aware, is that this is set in our homebrew world of Ylos, kind of in the southern hemisphere, in an area that's kind of equivalent to the Mediterranean. And Emrys, the nation of Emrys, and the empire of the Emrysian Empire itself is roughly analogous to Rome in many ways, but with many liberties taken. You'll see those as we go, and this isn't supposed to be a direct corollary. There also are going to be themes in this chronicle of expansionism, colonialism, and similar very problematic things in real life. However, this is a role-playing game, and we're exploring these kind of in slightly more historical context in terms of, say, like I have a background in Greek and Roman history, so it's a little bit different than someone with a background in more like modern history. So hopefully this will have a more classical vibe than a more Enlightenment era colonial vibe. But we'll see how we do this, and we can always change it. And they can always change the entire empire because, hey, that's the fun. With that, we are just about ready. You guys are starting at level 2. And is there anything else that I should tell everybody? Everyone, you will have 1 point of inspiration per game. Inspiration can be spent on the following things. You can spend it to add additional dice, giving yourself advantage, or you can give an enemy disadvantage with it. You can also give it to an ally to give them advantage. You can also roll your extra dice after your roll, so long as 2 factors have not occurred. 1, you didn't botch, so a 1 is always a botch. You always mess up on a 1, okay? And if you roll a 1 and spend an inspiration, nothing happens. You just don't do it. You also can't... Actually, no, that's not the rule. So you can reroll if I tell you fail. Because we also have one other thing, and that is determination. Determination is something that the chat can purchase for you. You can only ever have one of these at a time, and what it is it allows you to add your proficiency bonus again. If you already have your proficiency bonus, it's again. If you don't have it, you get it. That can be added anytime before I tell you if a roll succeeds. So before the roll, after the roll, before I say you fail. For a full list of all of our house rules, go ahead and check our wiki, which is at the Dork Tales Wiki, Generic Fantasy Setting Wiki. And we use dice rolls. We use 4d6, drop the lowest, because heroic stats are great. And I think that's all we really need to say going into this. So, you guys ready? Oh, and
one more thing to add: if you do buy somebody determination, please specify who it's for.
Oh, that's fair. Art Hard, thank you very much for that. All right. All right. It's so nervous. I always get so nervous at the beginning of a new campaign. The guys.
I don't even know my character yet. I haven't met her. So.
I know, right? Her voice hasn't come out of your mouth yet. It makes a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means that I need to just pop on some music, and then we're going to start. And then the last thing I'm going to say is that definitely check out our Redbubble store. We've got a bunch of really cool merch there right now, and there will be some Reign of Emrys merch. Also, a big shout out to Hailiiz, who is the artist who did all of our character photos for this game. She's an amazing artist, and if you want to get some art commissioned for your games, definitely support her. That's Hailiiz or Z if you're from one of those, colonial countries. At pretty much everything, but Instagram and Twitter are the easiest ways to reach her, and she's just awesome. She also did our new art for Shards of Nirn, which you'll be seeing shortly. And with that in mind, the last thing that I have to say is that if you're looking for some dice, we do have a deal right now with... which company is it now, Amy? It's with Only Crits, right?
Only Crits, yeah.
So you can get 10% off if you use the code DorkTales.
Yeah.
On Only Crits, so...
Yep. Just in chat there, all one word.
Yeah, do it. If you want dice, they're a good company, so go ahead. And with that, I'm done shilling. It's time to start killing. Okay. What?
It looks like we might all end up starting the game with determination.
Oh, nice.
Because I just got one, and that was redeemed for Claudette and Ivy.
Yeah, Claudette.
Great.
Nice.
Ooh, I have a
I've got one.
determination. Exciting.
All right.
We just need one for Talfrin now.
It's true. Somebody buy it. All right. All right, guys. So are you ready? Then let's start the Reign of Emrys. It has been 800 years since the Empire of Emrys was founded, born from the chaos of the Nova Score, the War of Nine Scores. For 180 years, blood stained the continent, until it was all brought beneath a singular order. In the capital, Empress Liandara Adelheid Emrys reigns supreme on her 64th year of life. Her last surviving children, a pair of twins in their 18th year, are the last hope of the imperial line of succession. 800 years of expansion have thinned the imperial bloodline, but bloated the empire from its humble beginnings as a seaside nation of fishermen and ranchers. The empire was blessed with the arrival of the Stone of Aria, crown of the broken moon, which still lies in the capital. From this stone, the ancestors learned the secrets of the stars and the workings of magic-hungry machines known as Magitech, the true science. One by one, the neighbors of Emrys have bent their knees in friendship, servitude, or slavery to the might of the Imperial war machine, which wields magic and technology as a spear into the heart of the unknown. Pockets of resistance border the landscape, but soon, all will find themselves as part of the greater whole. Within the Empire, peace is the norm. Hired warriors, knights, and mercenaries patrol beyond city walls and slowly, methodically cut down monsters and fiends who would prey upon the innocent. These freelancers are given a wide berth and adequate compensation for the cruel and thankless job they do. Within the halls of nobility, aristocrats scheme against each other while trying to impress those above them. There is no greater glory than to expand the Empire's hold, wealth, and resources. Nobles fund and lead expeditions into fallen nations, ancient ruins, and scientific and magitech advancements. In laboratories, those who call themselves scientists create breakthroughs and innovations that change the lives of millions, from powered armor to alchemical cures for rampaging diseases like the Widow's Plague and the Scourge, which run rampant through the poorer districts. Religious worship is open and permissive, so long as it does not interfere with your duties to the state. All gods are permitted, though the worship of titans is highly discouraged, as is the overt worship of the Shasa, the triad goddesses, Nirn, Soph, and Vela. If one is held in regard above all, it is the nameless god, the orphan, the god of death, for who the Empire continues to grind a bloody tithe. But our story does not begin with the gods, but from the inkwell of a young man who writes a letter to his sister. At the time of writing, he could have no idea that such a simple action would ripple across the Empire and change its course forever. For it is the curse of mortals to remain unaware of the power they wield in simple acts until such a thing is done. And with that, to my dearest sister Claudette, I pray this letter finds you well, and I imagine it should, for if I timed it right, this should arrive on the day of your return from Zetrov, and that wretched school of mystic arts. My congratulations and undying affection will have to suffice, as I am unable to procure a gift from the front lines. It feels like so many more years have passed than have, but so much has happened. When we were children, I never would have imagined that the Empire was so vast. Do you remember when Mother would take us to Sylvie's Point for holidays, and the travel would take nearly a fortnight by coach? I have now seen that eternal voyage is a small ripple in an ocean. Sister, you would not believe the things I've seen. Since I accepted my commission 2 years ago, I have seen the Strait of Alor and its wine-dark waters that warn of the treacherous Arcosian Sea. I've seen the ruins of Vexnagali, with the spires of unbreakable elderglass buried as high as the Tower of Kuvor, unearthed by hundreds of slaves with mining trowels. The elderglass shines like the stone of Aria. I've seen the pirates of the Sea of Dio, still flying the diamond flag of their queen and riding ships and undersea beasts against merchant ships bound for Rashan. I've traveled the vast plains of Venbalia and the mountains of Terranel, encountered the giants of Damascus, and even met an elf girl from Alvocini. But please don't tell Mother, she'll think it a scandal. I have even seen the ice-kissed shores of Zetrovia, and wished that my regiment could have landed nearer to Zetrov, so we could have met for lunch or tea. I feel like I have seen the whole world, but what I have not seen is my dear family, and I miss you so. Presently, I write from Kasluxia, the fortress of light at the edge of civilized space. Across the Black Channel lies Cadogain, and the savage lands of the tribesmen. At night, we can hear the sounds of their war cries and dances echo across the water. Drums and caterwauling bagpipes shriek through the night and tear us from our rest. Though, if I am being completely honest, I have grown somewhat to like the sound. I pray that when the war finally reaches across the water, it is brief, and that the Kadogani do not forget their passion for music when they become Emryan. There is so much beauty in the land here. I'm sure you'll love it when it belongs to the Empire and that you can visit. There's something magical about this land. I'm afraid I must draw this letter to a close. I've heard my name mentioned outside of the tent, and I'm sure the Major is looking for me. No such thing as rest for an Imperial officer. Please, try not to get into too much trouble now that you're endowed with the rights and responsibilities of House Belmont. Your first steps are going to be interesting ones. Try not to stumble. All my love to Mother and Father, and my regards to your new agent, Leiden? Whatever their name is. I'll pass along the same to my agent, your dear Bowdry. I'm sure that he wishes you well. He was always quite fond of you. Your brother, Maxine Etienne Belmont. P.S. I was only kidding about the gift. Please find attached a box of Aldarian sweets I acquired through most illicit means. This letter reaches you on your return from Zetrovia, Claudette. One of your house servants approaches you, hands it to you as you exit the coach that pulls in front of the sprawling Belmont estate, riding atop the cobblestones, pulled by horses made of metal and steam. They still neigh and kick at the ground. And as one of the coachmen opens the door, you will see in front of you a housemaiden. Let's see here. This would be... A housemaiden stands in front of you. She's something of a spinster, pushing into her 40s with crow's feet dotting the corners of her eyes. Her hair is steel, striped with black. She looks at you and smiles warmly, her eyes hardening as she sees the person over your shoulder, your agent attending you. It is one of your servants, Lucretia, a human woman that served your family for as long as you've been alive. Mistress Belmont, welcome home. I have good news. This arrived just before you. Shall I put it in your room, or would you like it now?
Ooh, is there anything desperately needing my attention, or can I take it now?
Your father's not expecting you until tonight, and your mother's out at the play. So here. And she'll hand you a letter, and beneath it is a muslin-wrapped package. Now, I have to ask real quick. Would Leiden be traveling with you, or would Leiden actually be somewhere else at the moment?
I'm thinking traveling with me.
Okay. So, as you
Claudette probably has a lot of, like, the ingrained habits that she doesn't realize are snooty as hell. But I think she would want the company, if anything. Like, she's not going to want to just be sitting alone in this grand carriage all by herself.
So, as you step out into the sprawling estate, onto the estate grounds, you can hear the sound of the fountain you used to play in when you were a child. As the sun beams down on your face in the late afternoon, what does Claudette look like?
She is... Let me see, did I ever decide on a height?
I think she was like 5'5", 5'6".
Not very tall. Somewhere around, I think, probably around 5'5". And she's got short, very blonde hair, slim and slender, blue eyes, pale skin, the whole lot.
Okay. And as you step on to the stones, Lucretia looks behind you. Well, don't dally, come and grab the bags, girl, she says to the agent of your house that sits on the plush, crushed blue velvet of the seats behind you. Amy, describe yourself.
Leiden is she's 5'6", sorry, slightly taller than Claudette. She is rather pale, long silvery white hair, blue eyes, very. I don't know. I'm still figuring her out, but other than that, her general appearance is like. Bleh. Or you can look at
So what do you do? Lucretia, the old spinster who never got along with you before, is now bossing you around. What do you do?
Hello, Lucretia. Of course I'll take the bags, but I'll remind you I'm no longer one of your servants.
No, you're our lady's servant.
So of course I'll assist her.
I see that you've been fed well. Good.
Claudette's just gonna kind of bounce back with her letter and package and pull her little bag from the carriage. Probably, I'm sure she's got a bag with her components and her and her spell book and and can't forget that, and her rapier.
Okay, yes, your rapier.
And then she'll leave some of the biggest bags for Leiden, I think, but she will just start helping because it's just like, yes, let's go, come on, I've got a letter.
And Lucretia or Leiden will give Lucretia a very polite look and will assist with the bags. And will heft her her shield that she carries in her maul and just like sling that, make sure they're in place, and then grab the rest.
Another girl will skitter out of the front doors of the palace of the estate, and will come up beside you. She's a green dragonborn, her skin shimmering in the sunlight beneath the layers of clothing she's wearing, the peasant dress. Please, no need to carry that, Mum. I'll help you. Katya smiles at you with many, many teeth. You're an agent now.
I know. And she's just like, and she'll pass over some of the bags, but she'll keep a couple of them. Be like, I have to keep up pretenses.
How many undergarments does she have?
As many as Our Lady deserves.
Of course. Once you've settled back in, ma'am, Lucretia says, there is another person who is dining tonight. The one who brought the letter from your brother? Your uncle.
Oh.
Perhaps not by blood, but Lord Virgil Merivek will be here tonight to meet with you. He brings news.
I see.
Lord Virgil Merivek is your father's blood brother. He is, whereas the Belmonts are one of the noble houses of the city of Duchesne, he is one of the nobles from Malaxian. One of the northern cities.
And this is not like a normal sort of occurrence.
No, he's usually at the front lines. He is honestly, you might be a little excited about this because he is an imperial wizard. Quite powerful. And
I can quiz him.
It's true. No. Please, your rooms have been prepared as has a light lunch in case you weren't able to eat on the ride.
Oh, wonderful.
Was the skyship comfortable for both of you? I'm sorry that only the only first class was available.
It was quite fun. It's a fun experience. Especially now that I've learned so much about what goes into making them.
I'm glad you've learned much. I will prepare your lunch immediately. And with that, you head inside of your sprawling estate. Now, what are you two doing with your day? As you enter the front doors, it has been a couple of years since you've been back here in any major way. There we go. The place smells exactly like you thought it would. The scent of childhood wafts down from every corner. The sunbeams catch no motes of dust, but strike sharp angles through the windows and skylights. Several maids and other servants quickly clean and smile at you, nodding and bowing, and to you, Leiden, as well. Leiden? Sorry. Getting used to the name still. What do you two do?
I'm going to, I think, lean into Leiden and just be like, well, that hasn't changed. She's still just as grumpy as before.
Yep.
All right, come on. I want to see what Maxine's written.
Okay.
After you.
As you head upstairs, you find yourself soon in your bedroom, which is exactly as you remember it from childhood. I mean, it's only been a few years since you've been away at school, and you did come home at a holiday last year. But it's amazing how clean they've kept this room. You trust the servants not to go through any of your things or diaries, and your bed is just as comfortable. The pillows are even pre-fluffed when you sit down and lounge across it to read the... How do you do this? Do you just flop on the bed teenager style? What are we doing?
No, I think I'll probably sit down in the window or something.
Okay.
Leiden will just start putting bags away and kind of slipping back into habit.
I think Claudette will probably narrate most of the letter out loud.
Okay. I will make appropriate hmms and at the right moments.
And I think she'll make some mention of how when he first teases about not sending a gift, Well, obviously I know you're lying. It's right here in my hands.
How badly did he mess up my name?
You don't want to know.
Okay.
To be fair, I don't think he's spent
He's
very
probably
much
never
time
seen
with
it
you.
written down.
Probably
No.
never has, no.
No.
There's far too many I's and E's in it.
You have an extra T in yours.
That's just tradition. He's very familiar with tradition.
Do you open the package?
Yas. If it's candy.
It is candy, so it is candied, a number of candied sweets as well as chocolate truffles. A variety from Alderia, which is quite a sumptuous fare. It's hard to get these things. It probably costs about 5 gold pieces.
I'm gonna pop one in my mouth right away and then like kind of hold the box out over my shoulder too.
There are 20 in the box.
Here. Pick one.
Ooh, are you sure?
She'll just give you a look like, I wouldn't have offered if I wasn't sure.
Okay. And she'll eat one.
It is the richest thing that you can remember putting in your mouth in a long time.
Whoa.
And with that, you will hear on the side of your door, Miss Claudette, Miss Leiden.
Yes?
A familiar voice greets you. Do you have time to speak to an old man? Your door opens slightly, and you will see the bearded form of your father, Crispin Belmont, standing in the doorway, dressed in a doublet and riding pants. Welcome home.
I suppose I could tear myself away.
Oh,
from
well, if you're
the
busy,
letter.
and he'll start to shut the door.
No!
Well, just for that insolence, and he will stride across the floor on his hunting boots. For that insolence, you have a letter from your brother.
Yes.
I see. And you also have some chocolates. And he is going to grab he's going to grab the box of chocolates and pop 2 of them in his mouth.
Hey!
Unfortunate is 'tis the tithe of respect to thine elders. And with that, he's not a terribly large man. He's about 5'10", with fairly slim shoulders, made a bit thicker through riding and sword fighting. But he's surprisingly strong, and he, even at your age, even at what, 18 now, 19, something like that.
Somewhere. Oh, I think I said. Oh, here I found my notes. 5'4" and 22.
22. Even at 22, he can easily wrap his arms underneath you and like lift you up a bit. And he will just kind of pick you up into a hug.
She will, be fully enthusiastic about that.
Yes, Leiden.
Leiden will rescue the box of chocolates and put them safely onto a surface so that they don't go flying everywhere.
Good girl. Good girl. So, and he'll set you back down. You don't look cold. I would have thought that coming home from Zetrovia would have made you chilly.
No, it was okay because I just kept taking off the different layers of wool.
I see.
Yes. And as you go back towards her, you have to add on the layers again.
And how have you been, Miss Leiden?
It's been well. Thank you.
Keeping my daughter out of trouble?
I do my best.
You say
Good.
that like it's hard.
I've just decided that your father is Oscar Isaac with a beard.
Okay.
they're talking about Dune in the chat, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's Oscar Isaac. It's Oscar Isaac with a beard. That's the size of guy I'm thinking of here. Perfect. Maybe he's a little shorter. Well, I have to start getting prepared. I was just out hunting. Well, as much as you can around side. But Uncle will be coming, yes. He's actually the one that brought the letter.
Oh.
He was serving, well, he was inspecting Kazluxia and is on his way back north toward Luce. But he thought he'd come by and say hello.
We haven't seen him in so long.
He's quite busy. He'll be around shortly, though. You shouldn't have... you have enough time to clean up, and dinner is probably around about 2 hours. You will, of course, be with us, right, Leiden? I expect you to be glued to her side from now on.
Of course.
Oh. At least you didn't have to spend much time in Zetrovia. Someone with, then again, they all seem to have a pallor similar to yours there. Maybe you would have fit in just fine.
It's quite possible. But you would know better than I.
I could have spent more time there.
Yeah, you can always go back later.
Didn't learn everything I wanted to.
Well, that's what the field's for.
That's true.
Don't worry, you're going to go and make your way in the world. Speaking of making your way, though, I should get changed. I smell like a horse.
Ooh, now I do too.
Well, you've been riding and traveling all day, so. Ladies, and he will turn and exit. All right.
And I think Claudette will proceed to root through her bags to find clothing.
All right. You will easily be able to put the right clothes on and just kind of clean yourself up. It is a pretty relaxing soak in the... Actually, you have a full shower here, so you could do that as well. If you would like. But, yeah, you can get ready for dinner.
Excellent. 2 hours. That's probably enough time to have a bath.
It is. Meanwhile, across town. It's late afternoon at this point. And you can hear the sound of a carriage riding by outside Talfrin. The woman next to you, wearing not much more than a sheet. What does she look like? What's the conquest of the day?
She's a human with dark, cascading, kind of almost ringlets, mussed up at this point, and some piercing green eyes.
Tell that horse to shut up.
I would if I could, darling, but maybe we'll just have to drown it out.
I'm starting to chafe. Hand me the olive oil.
As you wish. Neil passed over.
Now I have to ask you a quick question. Can you do me a retroactive roll? I would like you to make me a persuasion roll.
Oh, okay. Let me see here. What do we have for persuasion? Oh, it's not bad. Okay.
Okay, let's see what it is.
Oh, it's not great, though. It's 13. Yeah.
If you want me to stick around, I'm gonna miss my shift. I'd lose out on 2 silvers. Perhaps you could you spot me? I'll make it worth your while.
Well, if you make it even better, then I'll give you an extra.
I can definitely make this go away, she'll say, and slink beneath the covers again. Several hours later, well, a little while later, you'll hear Hey! Open up the fucking door! Ava! Her head will jut out from underneath the sheets. Oh, shit.
Who's that?
My husband.
Good.
Ava! Open the fucking door!
Do you think
The
you
door.
can make it out the window?
Do I think I can make it out the window? Yo, you have to go.
Oh, I have to go. Oh. All right. It was fun.
Good.
He'll.
What? The door rocks on its hinges. You think that it's going to bust in if you don't hurry, but what do you do?
He'll get all his stuff like together. He'll get dressed. He'll get all packed up, and he'll not in a huge hurry though.
Okay, then I'm going to keep banging the door. Okay. Boom, the door rattles on its hinges a bit.
He'll end
Ava,
up
I know
jumping
you're
out the
fucking in
window.
there. Who is it? Is it Brennan again? Or maybe Davo?
He'll end up tossing the silvers over his shoulder. Well, have a good night. And then he'll jump.
Okay, as you the moment you jump out the window, I need you to make me an acrobatics roll because the door is going to explode in as soon as your feet clear the side of the windowsill.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, I got a 7.
A 7.
Not
All
so
right. Would
great.
you like to use your inspiration?
I would love to use my inspiration.
Okay, go ahead
Let's
and
try this
reroll.
again.
Reroll that dice.
I got a 9.
You got a 9. Okay, so I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm doing
I'm sorry.
real well.
It's great. It's great. It's great. All right. So as you leap up on the ledge, what are you wearing right now? How much of your clothing did you manage to put back on? Are you wearing your boots? Do you have your pants on?
Yeah, probably his pants. Probably not his boots. They were probably in his hand.
Okay.
He's got his scarf on.
Okay.
And his shirt, and probably his undervest. But
Okay.
probably not this vest, and then not his jacket.
So as you hop up onto the windowsill, you'll start to jump out the window, but before you can do so, you're going to feel as this lout of a husband, this tall, thick-necked, bald man with a number of piercings along both ears and his lips is going to reach up and grab you, sneering at you with his broken nose and a couple of missing teeth as he grabs you by the scarf. You're not going anywhere, you little piece of shit.
Shit. I'm gonna try to punch him in the face with my
All right.
boots.
All right, make me an attack roll, please.
All right. Strength. Oops. Close that. Oh, open it again.
I believe in you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Just like add raw strength to it.
Yeah, you can just add a raw strength. If you
All right.
are you proficient in hitting? I'm gonna say that I'm gonna let you add your proficiency to this because you're probably proficient in trying to beat people you're cuckolding.
Perfect. All right.
Cuckoldry specialization. There we go.
Let's try this.
Just this time, though. We'll see how it goes.
Just this time? All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, it'll be a case by case thing, right?
23. I rolled an
23.
18.
All right. So what's your
hold on a second.
Oh, okay.
Hold on a second.
Did you get more than 23?
Yeah, 24, because I have strength
Holy-
plus 4. And then
holy
if I have
crap.
proficiency in it, it's a plus 6.
That's beautiful. All right. So,
Thanks.
what you are going to manage to do is you are going to. So how do you do this? You're going to deal 5 points of damage to his face.
Okay. All right. He will end up like smacking him over the head with his shoes. And then maybe uppercutting him.
Okay. 2 blows fall upon this man's thick face, and he falls to the ground, landing with a tremendous burst of dust from the uncleaned floor of this shoddy inn. You are kind of wobbling on the edge. That hit was really good. I need another acrobatics roll right now, though, because that hit was super good.
Can I math?
Can you math?
13.
13. Okay, you are going to be able to right yourself as you begin to fall out the side of the window. Now, of course, this inn is not terribly tall. You're only on the 3rd floor.
All right.
So you are going to begin to tumble. Now, you got a 13, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, you begin to tumble downward. So you are going to take... you're going to take 2 points of damage as you hit the ground.
I'm in myself a little bit.
Yeah, you basically like you land a little rough. However, you are going to fall, bouncing off one of the awnings beneath you, actually punching directly through it and landing into a fruit cart beneath. So actually reduce that to just 1 point, but you are going to be covered with a bit of melon. As you hear the man who's pushing the cart go,
I've been covered in worse.
"My melons!" Hey, you're gonna have to buy these. What do you do?
All right. He'll toss. I don't know. What's a good price? I don't know. Maybe
melon's
2 silver.
Probably like a single melon's probably 2 points, 2 copper.
2 copper. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. Not silver.
Maybe
2 copper, single melon. So it's a cart. Put a little bag of like 10 silver. It's obviously not enough, but it's something.
So a gold. You toss a gold into the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure you go.
All right. So real quick. Okay, a couple of urchins that are begging nearby see a gold coin fly into the air, and suddenly the cart is swarmed by these children and teenagers who are going, "Hey, my melons too! Hey, give me the coin! Give the coin! Hey, that's mine! What are you doing?" And there is suddenly a huge amount of chaos behind you. Upstairs, you are going to hear, "I'm gonna fucking get you! Call me!" And Talfrin, what are you doing?
Yeah, we'll see. He is going to. Cool guys don't look at explosions. He's just gonna walk away. Is anything following him, or is it all just kind of?
It's kind of a little bit of chaos behind you. You have a little bit of an advantage right now, so.
He's gonna try to slip into an alley and just.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Bye.
To see whether or not you can get away. You will have advantage because of the commotion.
Heck yes. Oh, nice, and I am proficient in that too. That's perfect. 23.
23.
Yeah.
This is a practiced bit by now. You head down Bylong Alley, and it is a curving cobblestone alley that runs the stretch of the inn. There are a couple of little patio pavilions outside here where people are sipping coffee and tea, perhaps enjoying a little bit of pasta or something on the side as the sunlight streams through the overhead canopies made of these purple and blue silks. Well, more like laces, I suppose. Kind of casting this hue down onto the ground as if it was sort of like a muted stained glass. And you are going to be easily able to move through and head out the other side. What do you do what are you doing with the rest of your day? You don't have to go to you don't have to go to the butchery until tonight.
Fair enough.
And that's about 3 hours away.
Good. What do I want to do with my time? Maybe I'll try to get a little fight in.
Okay. A pre-fight before your fight?
Yeah, pre-fight. Why not?
Okay. So what are you going to try to do to start this fight?
Well, let's see. Oh, no, sorry. The butchery is where I'm going to do.
Yeah, the butchery is the bar.
That's where I do that. Oh, gotcha.
Or you could just head there early.
I'll probably just head there early, make a little chit chat with my friend.
Sounds good. Yeah. All right, so you find your way across the city rather quickly. You're going to be able to make it down into the butchery right as the afternoon sun is starting to kind of crest the horizon and begin its descent, turning orange in the distance. It's always noisy. It's always noisy in this part of town. All of the carts, all of the people calling, "Fresh fish! Fresh fish! Hey, you, youngster! Some fish will put hair on that chest!" One of them calls out to you.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
He's gonna keep walking? Okay.
Ignore him, yeah.
All right, so before long, you are going to be able to find yourself in front of the butchery. The sign on the window says, "Closed for repairs." That sign has been there for the last month, you're pretty sure. Yeah. It's never closed for repairs. And inside, you can already hear the bustle of people inside. Do you head in?
Yeah, I'll walk in. If there's something I'm supposed to do to...
There is. So as you walk up to the front door, it's this black door painted to match the side of the small storefront, which is only about 10 feet wide down a slightly breakneck stairwell. And as you approach the door with the sign that says "Closed for repairs," it's a little bit blind. You're mostly submerged beneath the street line at this point. And you know that you have to knock 3 times and say the password. Do you knock?
Yeah.
A small slide opens in the door. Who's asking?
I will say the password.
Okay. What is the password today? Do you remember?
Do I remember? Should
Do you
I do
remember?
an intelligence check? Or are you just
Yeah.
asking me?
I'm asking Caitlin, what's the password?
Oh, what is the password? To think of something clever. Can I think of something clever?
Something clever. Something clever, that's right.
Ah,
And he
there we
opens
go.
the door.
Perfect.
Alright, you're lucky this wasn't yesterday. That would have been something stupid.
Oh, well.
The door
Looks like
opens.
it's my lucky day.
And the half-orc barman, the half-orc doorman, slides the door open for you, glancing quickly around underneath his cap. Nobody followed you, did they?
No. I
Yeah,
would've known.
of course they didn't, Talfrin. He slams the door behind you, locking it with 3 bolts. And inside you find yourself among a narrow speakeasy in what used to be a butcher shop. Now this butcher shop has overwhelmed the local stores that used to be in this city block. The walls are still intact, and those businesses are all closed, waiting purchase or renovation. And maybe even some of their storefronts are open to the public. But the guts of them have been hollowed out and merged into this building, which at the moment isn't terribly busy. About 24 people of all shapes and sizes are drinking, taking whatever recreational drugs are common in this area, and preparing for the fight pits in the basement tonight. And as you walk in, the bartender will look at you. Well, he's not normally the bartender, but you'll recognize him immediately. Your friend. And hey, that's right. Your friend Sal. Salarius Alwyn. The tiefling. Now, Sal, what does he look like? Can you please describe him?
Yeah, so Sal is a medium purple skinned gentleman with darker purple hair, kind of wavy, kind of goes down to his shoulders.
Okay.
He's got dark horns, pretty small horns, but
And what kind of accent does he have? Just kind of a standard one, or does he have like...
is there a common accent for tieflings?
For no, there's not. They come from all ilks.
Gotcha.
So if he's Emryan, he might have... Well. Look what the cat dragged it in.
Well, that's good. What's up, Sal?
Not much, Tal. You smell like a whorehouse.
Yeah, you're just jealous.
Well, you know, I do love strange things. And, gonna get you a drink to maybe take some of that lipstick off your mouth.
Yeah. Give me the usual.
I mean, I could take it off if you wanted me to.
Maybe a little later. If I win, how about that?
If you win, you're not gonna be pretty no more. You know I like my boys pretty, and my women handsome. It's kind of weird with me. But,
Whatever floats your boat, man.
Alright, I've got Toulousian brandy. How's that? It's gonna burn like the dickens, but it'll put the fire in your belly. A nice hard cock for the fight.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Pour me one.
Alright, he'll pour you a double. So, what are you doing today? Like just hanging
What
out?
was I doing today?
Yeah, well, who were you doing today?
Oh. A sweet girl called Eva. Yeah, it was great until
Wait.
husband showed up.
Eva. Green Eyes?
Yeah.
You might want to go see a cleric, buddy.
Well, it's not the first time. Won't be the last.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
That's the good thing about going to see the orphan. Those clerics will fix you up one way or another. But,
Whatever it takes, man.
whatever it takes. Look, you just gotta be careful, man. Like, you're gonna get burned if you stay in the city this long. In fact, I ain't seen you stay in a city like this in a long time.
Yeah.
How much longer we got you here before you're gonna move on?
Yeah, we'll see how much damage I can do. How long it'll take me to do it.
That's fair. You got out of there in a hurry, right?
Yeah.
Your scarf's showing a little.
Oh.
He gestures to your neck.
We'll, fix it up and thanks.
No worries, man. I got you. We lowlives gotta stick together, right? Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to that.
Okay, so tonight I got a couple of fights for you. Okay, there's right now the roster. He points to a chalkboard next to the bar. All right, so people we have on the agenda tonight. If you want to get in some trouble, we have the amazing Duker. He's all right. You could take him for sure. You're not gonna get him any bets, but I think that Gritty would be a pretty good one. She is tough as nails. Dyed orange hair. You've seen her with all the bite marks. And then there's
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And then Doll the Destroyer is back tonight.
Okay. Yeah, well, you weren't very tough. Destroy my ass. Anyway. Right.
Well, you feeling really tough?
What do you got?
I've got this guy coming in. He's, I don't actually know. I'm thinking he's got a little touch of Goliath in him or something. Real tall mother. Okay? His name's Krog. What's him over there? And as you look over, you will see there is a man who probably, if he was standing, would be about 6'6", 6'8", or so, built like a statue of one of the gods. Sitting there, dressed in not much aside from a bandolier covering his scarred, bare chest, and a pair, kind of like a furred kilt beneath him. He's sitting there with an entire amphora of wine in front of him, just drinking directly out of it. His skin is roughly the color of, I would say roughly the color of, like, ashen marble. And his head is shaved on both sides, leaving only a braided mohawk dangling down to the center of his back.
No, I'll take him. Take him on.
You sure about this?
Yeah.
Okay. Krog versus Talfram. This is gonna be a fun night.
You think a lot of people bet against me?
Yeah, I think they will.
Nice.
No offense. Think I might.
Well, it's up to you.
This guy fought last night when you weren't here.
Mm-hmm.
He took out Vald and Ledger. Just know what you're getting into, okay, kid?
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Meanwhile, elsewhere in the city, the sound of the speakeasy fades away and is replaced by the sound of heavy machinery. Clang, 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 clang. A dwarf wanders a line of industrial machinery. The foundry's working hard today. Molten metal pours in orange-white ingots. In orange-white rivers down in to these molds, where they're being shaped into the concave sides of a cannon. Dozens and dozens of these things. While in the center of the floor, a mechanical creature that looks roughly like a cherry picker on 30-foot-high chicken stilts wanders between the foundry bits. A halfling up top, riding in its compartment, looking around. We're looking good over here. We're looking good. Bring up the heat on numbers 12. Number 12. Verrix, are you listening? I need number 12 up. You're muted.
Obviously I'm listening. Hold up a second.
We don't have a second. Our temperature's dropping.
Not anymore, it's not.
Ah, there we go. That a girl. Okay. Verrix, pass that off to Patty and head over to your station. I think that he's had enough of his lunch break.
Sounds good. She'll trundle off. She'll toddle off.
Now, what are you specifically working on this time of day? And as you turn around, what do you look like? How is Verrix dressed?
So when she's at work, she'll probably just be in, just an overall like brown leather, like overall type thing with like apron. Mm-hmm. Very very industrial. So that way she doesn't get wrecked at work. So to describe her, she is all of 3'2" and 30 pounds. She's 25, and she's got a little bit of a tan going. She's got long black hair. She's very very slight, so she's a very very slim build. And I guess at the moment she'd be working primarily, I guess, help just building weapons.
Okay. As you head over to supervise your station, one of your coworkers will sidle up next to you. It's another halfling like yourself. She's a bit younger than you. Just past the age of majority where she can come and work in the foundry. She sidles up next to you. Her name's Anka, you think? She's quite a cute little stout halfling. Still getting used to having to wear shoes inside of the foundry. Her long brown hair tied up in a tight bun at the base of her scalp. Her face is freckled from days working in the sun when she used to be a farmer with her family. Before Duchesne expanded. Hey!
What's up?
Well, I'm on your station today, and I was wondering, what are you doing tonight?
Oh, probably nothing. I generally just go home and practice some of my own talents.
Some of your own. That sounds sexual.
Surprisingly enough, it's not. But I mean, it always can be.
Okay.
What about you? What are you doing?
I was gonna see if you wanted to go out tonight, but if you're taking care of yourself, then yeah. So I have an inn at there's a fight ring.
Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, down in the low parts. So I was thinking of going tonight. It's a real speakeasy. They've actually even got a bunch of tinctures and other things coming out of Port Echidna.
Ooh, that does sound fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the weekend coming up, right? So, like, I figure we get a little blitzed, we have some fun. And, I don't want to go by myself, though, and you know the city better than I do.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'd love to take you. Which place, where is it being held?
It's this place called the Butchery.
Oh, I know that place.
Do you?
Yeah. I've been there before.
I got the password for tonight.
Oh, fantastic. Crux, what do you think about that? a little mechanical rabbit flies in, flies up beside her and just kind of nods, and he kind of looks and nods its head and kind of, hovers a few feet away. Yeah, we'd love to join. So are we going out right after work, or?
Yeah, like a little. So it doesn't actually, like, the fun stuff doesn't start until about 8, and we're off at 6. So I was thinking go get cleaned up and then head out.
My house is actually on the way.
Okay. Yeah, I can get. I've got most of my stuff in my locker, so I should be able to clean up. And I guess I could probably just give myself like a towel bath at your place.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, everything I have would fit you anyways, so.
It's true.
You could always just get ready.
Hey, enough talking down there. I need you back on the line.
We're working, okay? We can talk and work. It makes us more productive.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, super excited for tonight.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. From one of the magic mouths that's installed above the front door, you will hear, "Attention. Attention. Production has slowed. Please increase production by 30% by end of day. Thank you for your service. Verrix Soulstar, please report to administration."
Not again.
I'll take care of this, okay?
Thank you.
Do you head that direction?
I'll head that direction.
Now, nothing is more looming than the looming hall surrounding a tiefling. Or, pardon me, just surrounding a tiefling. Surrounding a halfling. Too many lings. And as you head down the hallway with that, it's like going to the principal's office every time. These large, dark, looming hallways around you. The columns holding up the immense roof. The low rumble of the magical energy being poured into the Magitech. The administration office is directly in front of you. Do you just open the door?
Yep.
Okay. As you do, you will see that the chief administrator of this foundry, a human man named Falcon, is sitting behind his desk. Actually, he's standing behind his desk, which is rather unusual. There are 2 chairs sat in front. One of them doesn't match the other. It looks like a more comfortable chair had been brought in. And in it, you will see a man, human as well. Now, Falcon is what you would think of a typical blacksmith. Ruddy beard that's been trimmed by a barber some weeks ago. Dark, streaked with silver. Honestly, not much taller than a dwarf at about 5'4". He's a big, thick, well, he's a short, thick, sturdy man. But the one who's sitting in the chair turns and looks at you, and he's a man in his late 40s, early 50s. His hair's blonde, beginning to go sandy, almost silver. His face is long and regal, a tan to his pale skin. He's wearing the garb of a military wizard, and medals that give him, well, you don't know the military very well, but at least the rank of major, if not higher. Verrix, Falcon says, "Come in, grab a seat."
Gladly, sir. And she'll hop up and take a seat.
You should, he keeps casting nervous glances to the man in the chair, who sits with his hands crossed on top of his knees, which are also crossed. On his hands are smooth, white leather gloves. He seems to be enjoying the man's awkwardness. Well, this here is Lord Maravik. He has some words he'd like to speak with you.
Lord Maravik, it's very good to meet you.
The pleasure is mine. If I understand correctly, your family, Miss Soulstar, are astronomers.
Yes, and we also plot the skyship routes and a lot of the main caravan routes for both land and sea.
You are something of an artificer, are you not?
Yes, I am. And at that point, Crux, the little flying bunny, will make an appearance. Be like, yeah,
Oh.
this is Crux. I made him.
How cute. Well, I have a question for you. How much do you know about telescopes?
A great deal. What do you need to know?
It's not what I need to know. It's what I need to have done. The Grand Telescope in Terra now has something occurred. A small earthquake knocked some of its lenses out of alignment, and we have no one in the field presently who's not engaged in infantry who knows how to fix them. I was heading through this area and remembered that there were some soul stars here at one point, and I have heard enough about your family that I was hoping to have you sent down there to fix them.
I would be honored, sir. That sounds like a fantastic assignment.
Good. You'll receive whatever pay you would have made here, plus double, as well as travel expenses.
Ooh, lovely.
I think we need to have it back up and running soon, so I will have a ticket purchased for you, and we'll say 2 days hence.
Fantastic.
So you'll have all of tomorrow to settle your affairs before you head out. It's a long voyage. Terranile is almost 3,000 miles away. Have you ever been that far?
Well, I mean, I came from Asia, the Asia base, so that's actually a pretty good distance away as well, as you know, of course.
Well, Terranile is still adapting to governance.
Yeah, I mean, they'll get it eventually.
Do keep a list of any hazards you come across.
Oh, yes, for sure.
We'll, of course, be doing hazard pay. You'll probably be gone at least a month. A month? I can't spare her that long. I mean, she's just too valuable. Somehow I feel that you'll manage. Yes, sir. I've been meaning to push up Hugh to see if he could do it. Yes, good. So, is this acceptable?
Yes, sir. Very much so.
It would be better than sticking around one of these foundries. What's the most interesting thing that you've made here, besides your friend?
Oh, nothing much, really. It's just I enjoy working with my hands, and so it gives me a really fun excuse to do something I really enjoy and actually get paid for it.
Well, this time you'll be able to do something that runs in your blood.
Sounds lovely, sir.
I look forward to hearing your success. What is your address? He'll give him. And as he says that, he'll open his notebook and a pen will fly out of his pocket and begin writing down the address for him. Good. I'll make sure the arrangements have been made. Your tickets are already waiting for you at the station.
Perfect.
Well, if you excuse me, I have dinner plans. And
Enjoy.
do keep all of your receipts.
Of course.
As you were, Falcon? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And he will turn and leave. Well, you better get back there and work double, because you gotta make up for a month's absence.
Well, if I work double, are you gonna pay me double?
I'll pay you hourly. Don't be getting yourself killed out there, alright?
I won't. I'll be sure of it. I like this place too much.
I mean, at this rate, try to be back as soon as you can. We got the new contracts in for the drop ships. I know you were excited about those. I saw your face when we announced it at the meeting.
Yes, I really am. Tell you what. I'm sure this assignment's gonna take nowhere near a month for me to do. So...
Good.
I'm sure I'll be back in a couple weeks.
I'll keep your place on the line then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've still got an hour of work, so
Yes.
I'll be seeing you.
Yes, for sure. If you need anything else, you know where to find me.
I do.
Come on, Crux, let's go back to work.
Rabbit noise, rabbit noise.
And she'll prance back down the hallway and
Okay.
go back and just go right back to work.
Sounds good. Now, night falls. Dinner occurs, and someone deep in one of the towers of the Imperial Science Academy How do you begin your evenings, Ivy? You're muted right now.
Yep. It's been a while. Well, I think she starts off with some basic kind of stretches to kind of limber up for the evening. She will do some, push-ups, kind of get the blood flowing, kind of loosen up her muscles.
Doing pull-ups?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, the inside of your bedroom here at the academy is not that much of a bedroom, really. Anyone approaching it from a distance down the long, circling hallways with your name carved on the steel door. The privacy voided by the steel mesh window that can be looked through, revealing the silhouette on the other side. Your room would be more akin to a cell for anyone else who would walk through here. A scant 10 foot by 4 foot. Enough for a bed, a bar, and a place to keep a few belongings. As you continue to do chin-ups by the door, feeling the pull and stretch of your muscle, you'll hear footsteps coming down the hall. They stop in front of your door, and a familiar silhouette stands in front. Two, in fact. Dr. Volturus and his assistant, Dr. Muria Pryor. Dr. Volturus is a man of average height, reaching into his late 40s. He wears his hair dark and slicked back and short. He has a simple beard that trails the line of his jawline and creeps just up around the edges of his mouth. The mustache is shaved off, giving him a slightly stark appearance. He looks into your room, his glasses reflecting in the candle light, in the light of the orbs that line the hallway outside. Ivy.
Doctor?
You're working tonight.
Am I? Great. What's the mission?
We have an escape. Ooh.
What is going on with my camera?
I don't know. You're glitching.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is
Your
very
voice was
odd.
too sultry. It glitched the camera.
All right. Yeah, now I'm gone. All right, camera. Why? Why?
Okay, Winter's camera.
Yeah. Okay, unplug it and then plug it back in.
Yeah, no, I just did it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Why? I literally for like an hour I've just been sitting doing nothing, and now it's my turn to go. And technical difficulties.
It's okay. The chat is saying you hellishly rebuked your camera.
I did.
Can you?
I was just too sultry.
That's true.
Let me try to
Also, thanks everybody for enjoying the build up. First episodes take a while.
This has been fantastic so far.
I've been so excited.
I've been. Oh my god.
I've actually been filling my notebook with all my information that I needed to have down in the notebook while listening, and this has just been so entertaining.
It's giving me real faint looks now. Oh, come on. Why?
Can you pop it on can you pop it on does your laptop?
There we go.
Okay. I can loan you, so I have Mike's old webcam that I can loan you right now because Mike and I swapped webcams. So after this game, I can give it to you as a backup just in case.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yes, my camera did fail its save.
It did. Okay. We have an escape. Were you ever acquainted with 19?
I don't believe so.
It was one of one of my projects. Escaped last night. Killed one of the research interns. I believe it's prowling the Lowtown.
The Lowtown, you say?
Keep your eyes out for it. Feline in shape, the size of a panther.
Should be no problem.
How much do you know about displacer beasts?
Only what you've taught me.
At least 40% of its DNA is displacer beast. The rest is a mishmash. A little bit of froghemoth. A touch of blink dog. It's probably what the problem was. You can't mix hateful genes. Isn't that right, V? He turns over his shoulder, and a set of footprints that you hadn't heard now echo a few feet away as a tall woman, much like yourself actually, leans away from the wall and approaches. What does V look like?
Well, V is kind of similar.
Yeah.
Sorry?
She's a tiefling like you. What color is her skin?
Her skin is more kind of, I'd say wine burgundy. Kind of, just kind of more red, but like slightly purpley tones to it, but more like on the red,
Okay.
like wine red spectrum.
One horn rises out of her forehead and twists around, kind of coming across the center. But it looks like the other never grew correctly. She looks at you with pale eyes. What do you look like?
So Ivy is a mainly pale-skinned tiefling. She has dark purple hair, dark curling ram-shaped horns, and her tail that she has starts off kind of her pale skin, but then kind of ombres out to the nice dark kind of purple to match her colored hair. Mm-hmm. She's 5'8", muscular but slim build. She wears a corset and some light pants and high thigh-high leather boots, and she always has her belts with dagger on her and carries a scimitar.
Okay. She's very similar to you in many ways. Very lithe, very muscular. She does not have a tail. But you also know that her hands are slightly different than yours. Whereas you... Do you wear gloves? Because she does.
No.
She wears gloves like... I'm trying to think of the exact style. A number of knights used to wear them, but they're more like mittens. Where a center seam is sewed down the middle fingers. creating a pocket of 3 large fingers, and the one time you've seen her without a pair of gloves, that is not for style. Her index, her index, middle, and ring and pinky fingers are fused into just 2 of 4 on both hands. And as she approaches, I can take this thing out too. No. You are needed elsewhere. I can take care of this before she can, and still do my own job.
Really, V?
You're getting soft.
Think you could. I'm not soft. You're getting soft. I'm getting better every day.
We'll see about that.
We shall.
Healthy competition is good. Do not let it cloud your judgment or get in the way, or you'll both be punished.
Yes, Doctor.
Yes, Doctor. V, you have your mission. Go. Good luck, sis.
Don't mess it up, sis.
And she turns and begins to strut up toward the exit. I need you to take this down as quickly as possible. We believe it is circulating around an area in Low Town known as... what is it? The woman to his right clears her throat and reaches in to her satchel. Pryor is younger, about 30, with the whole of her life ahead of her. Her hair is blonde and falls in ringlets that are cut at chin length and bob around her face. She wears makeup, one of the few scientists here that bothers to. You think probably because she's trying to impress someone. It's around a place known as the Butchery. Fitting. Don't you think, Doctor? Quite. Can you take care of this?
Why, of course, Doctor. It's what I do.
Good. Do not disappoint me.
Have I yet?
Not yet. I look forward to seeing you continue that record.
As do I.
Then I'll leave you be. I expect its head returned to the Institute by dawn.
As you wish, Doctor. It shall be done.
And he will turn and head deeper into the corkscrewing tunnels of the Institute. What do you do?
I think Ivy will gather up her crossbow and start kind of preparing to go and go hunting.
All right. You've got a hunt ahead of you. And with that, actually, as you begin to head out into the crisp night air, I think it's actually time to take a little break. So, hey guys, we'll be right back. So listen to what other games are coming from us soon, and we will see you really shortly. Hello, everyone. We're still on break, but I didn't want to lose anybody.
Fair enough.
I made myself a tiny cup. This is my favorite mug, by the way, of any mug that we own, because it was one of the mugs that was abandoned when I used to work for the student union. Like, someone just left this, and it ended up.
Nice.
So in the dish pit, there was like this, all of these leftover mugs that always ended up there, and it's like, well, we just found these. People left them throughout the day, and they don't match our normal set. So like, they're just the random mugs. So
It's a rescue mug.
it came home with
now.
me.
Aww.
But it's like this perfect diner mug, and I love it, and it's gonna break one of these days. But anyway,
You're
welcome
looking
back.
very
You
sad.
rescued. I went and adopted from a Winners for a Good Home.
sure.
I love it because it's like the same size as my head.
I rescued a bunch of OG BC Fairies plates, bowls, and mugs.
Oh, hell yes. Mason
I'm
jars.
rocking the Mason.
Oh, nice.
Oh, is that the mason jar we gave you? Mm-hmm. Nice.
It is actually.
See, my favorite is that we have these, which... What color is this mason jar, can you tell? Ooh, it's green.
It's spooky.
Oh,
Caitlin,
yeah,
your
my
mug's
dragon mug's in the other room. The dragon mug was actually... the blue dragon mug was a present Christine got us for our first Christmas.
Well, got you for our first.
Or got me for
Christmas.
our first Christmas. That's right. Yeah. We have so
Definitely
many...
not my mug.
Well,
I have never
well,
used
I
that
just
one.
have a water bottle here right now.
if you go back and watch old Dork Tales episodes, we used to have different different mugs for every player. Like we have about 20 mugs in a cabinet because we didn't want to show any branded stuff on camera, right? So everybody would drink out of a mug. So we had like Amy, we have a Doctor Who mug for you, and
Yeah,
like,
TARDIS mug, exploding.
and then
Several
Nice.
people like. I didn't have a specific one, and Winter didn't have a specific one. We kind of just used whatever we felt like that day.
yeah,
mugs.
usually the Princess Unicorn ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Though I was using my tentacle mug until the handle cracked, so it hasn't come off. But I'm worried it
Tentacle
will,
mug.
and because it's right at the bottom, I don't want it to like just drop on me all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
I had a
Lovely, it was
car almost
hot
drop on me
green with
today.
like blue
it's a
tentacles
good
on it.
one. I
A
like
car?
that
That's not good.
Yeah, I had a car almost drop on me today. That was scary.
What?
Well, don't do that.
Oh.
Yeah,
No.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
All right.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Also, Caitlin, to answer your question about ages earlier, Very is 25.
Halflings live a little
Nice.
longer though, so she's a little
Yeah.
younger than 25 is for a human.
Yeah, she's
She's 21, 22,
Yeah.
somewhere. Like it's not that much different, but it's a little bit.
Oh man, what's the aging difference for ASMR?
Yeah,
On Ylos, until you
be
fulfill, you cannot die until you complete your god's mission.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm just thinking like how she could be like 29 and be mentally and physically about the same age as.
Forever. Because, like, remember, Viceland
Yeah.
looks like he's about 25, and he's at
Yeah.
least 500 years old.
Yeah, I think she probably stopped like aging physically at around 25.
You stop aging at whatever peak it is to serve your god. Yeah, because ASMR and Ylos are bred for a reason.
Yee.
In theory. There are some that are just born because you have angelic blood, but hey, we'll find out which one you are. All right. So, hey, guys, welcome to the Reign of Emrys. This is game 1. We're going to take about another 5 minutes just to chat with you guys and chat with each other. How's everybody feeling about this episode?
Good.
Really good.
Good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so good.
Having fun.
It was so fun to meet. Like, we haven't met each other yet, but it was as fun as Robin to meet everyone else's characters because we've been talking about it, and it's just like, it's fun to meet everyone.
It was so fun to meet my own character as well. Because like you build your characters and you know who they are and what they're like, but then like you don't really know them until you play them the first. At least for me.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And so I've been so excited to finally play Very for the first time. And I
glad,
love
Wonka.
her so much more than I thought I would.
She seems
I
pretty
know.
great. And I'm glad that you're like easing into her as your queer Sona.
She is my queer son.
Queer Sona! Well, no, maybe not that one.
I'm
Oh,
debating
Maybe not
on
Persona
extra
3.
costume pieces.
No.
queer Sona
The
3.
mask.
Yeah, the mask. Take off your mask. Don't shoot yourself in the head.
Emulates. Fire.
I am considering getting one of those.
Oh, that's pretty.
Like
Do
for
it.
arcane focus
That
sort
was
of
me.
thing.
Although,
Also considering getting like a cable knit blue like vest sweater.
oh, that'd be fun.
Because I think that would be
Ooh.
cuter and a little less harsh than the black vest that I have.
There we
So
go.
Although I'm not used to having good. I don't have good posture. And of course tonight I have to.
I know, right?
Well, you should because I feel like Verrix would have good posture.
Yeah, she would. And I mean, I am wearing a corset tonight, obviously.
Yeah.
And so tonight I have very good posture, and I've been trying to slouch, and naturally it doesn't work.
Mike, do you have bar stools?
No, I do not.
Okay. If you can get something the height of a bar stool, you can put that on the back of it. I'm trying to get one of those for Chris, because he's got a bunch of bar stools in his house.
Oh, the green screen?
Yeah. Just hang it on a tall chair, like a straight back thing.
Fair enough.
Or a step ladder. Oh, step ladder, what are you doing?
Oh my god, step ladder, why am I stuck?
I'm stuck in the washing machine. I love the one where the guy's like, oh my god, how are you this stupid? Oh my!
It's actually really funny because one of the people that I follow on TikTok, he is an actual adult film producer, and he writes the scripts. And one of the people, he was doing an AMA, and someone's like, scripts for adult films. Why are they so cringy? Like, do you purposely do that and lean into it and have fun, or is it just the way it is? Like, it's almost always we just want to see how bad we can make the script and how hilarious it is.
Well, I can't tell you the story because it goes against our channel. But did I tell you the one that I watched once that had like the handyman?
Mm-hmm. I think you did.
Okay, after the stream, I will tell you about this. This is not a in the middle of the stream type of conversation. But y'all can hit me up on our Discord and I will tell you the story.
All right. Well, while we're on this though, Kel, hell yes, I need a cable knit vest. Especially if you've made it. I will pay you for that.
It's true. So God, I'm digging this Regency outfit.
We are Sona, go!
I'm digging everyone's outfits.
Everyone is looking really good.
Okay. So here's the parody. I'm imagining in Mike's context specifically, like instead of doing like the mask or whatever the different things,
Oh,
it's
we're
like
going to the Crusona
and dabbing.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just dab and the mask comes off in their elbow.
Oh gosh.
Dun 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 dun. Okay, you know what the problem is? Like, I can't really play Persona 5 anymore because it gives me anxiety. Because do you know what my alarm clock is?
Oh no.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'll just show you. My alarm clock for the past 3 years has been this.
You made mistakes, fam.
You know what? It works pretty well. Hold on. Is it?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
It works for me.
Wow.
Well, you get up. That's the important thing.
I have to hit you to get you to turn it off.
That's the true alarm.
It runs for 5 minutes.
It's now or never, and I've got to make my decision.
I fucking love that song so much.
I
need to
hate that
replay-
music now.
I'm sorry, Christine.
That's the one where I need to really get up. But, okay.
Hate it.
Amazing.
Stop trying to get me to say yes to Bixby. Nobody wants Bixby, Samsung.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
So
Just
Oh
don't.
my god!
annoying.
Like they're like, Journal, you need to do your Bixby settings. Like, I deliberately changed you to a fucking camera button.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've done. It's fucking.
But if you click it twice, it opens Bixby still.
My alarm that goes off when I have to get up is Danger Zone.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Ooh, all right, guys. So
I don't need loud alarms.
No, me neither.
Loud
I
alarm is
have
enough for me generally.
I have the standard whatever.
no, not really, because the number of times I have to listen to the opening to Lilo and Stitch every morning.
I mean, it runs for
Oh my
maybe
god,
like
that's such a cute
That's
alarm.
amazing.
It is a cute alarm, but I always wake up first. Like, this is not a historic thing. This is only the past like 6 months. Since quarantine, I've been waking up before Christine because I let the dog out because he started sleeping on the bed.
I a lot faster than you do, though.
Does it feel like someone shaking you awake before you hit snooze? Because it's often just a gentle hand on your shoulder going. I did that this morning, actually, twice.
This is incredibly funny, by the way.
But
Mine's also like half the volume of yours.
oh, absolutely. You have the moral victory here, but I get the petty victory.
You have the high ground.
It's over, Christine. I have the high ground. Oh wait, no,
I think
I don't.
have the
No,
high
it's the other way around.
I
was going
hate
Christine is
you.
behind.
I hate you, fire. All right.
Aw.
All right, so guys, we're gonna hop into game in just one sec. Hope you're enjoying this. If you're jumping in for the first time, this is a new game. Enjoy. And thank you everybody who's shown up for the first one. Streamlord D, Gilgamesh Union, Froghemoth Legs, Soul Omen, Streamlord D, Nacro, Precarious, Arnturl. Earlier, I don't know if Art Hard is still here, but thank you so much, Art Hard. Who else am I missing? I don't want to miss anybody.
There's so many people in our chat.
Chat is super lit, but you're all wonderful. Riggs! I see Riggs! I see...
Soul has been in there the entire time.
I already called her out.
Oh, okay.
And Soul actually is...
Wonka?
Soul has been sending me evil things. Oh, DM Mike?
Oh.
Yeah.
DM Mike, and thank you for subbing. I want to buy Kelly some Make Them Suffer. Oh, yeah. You can always buy Make Them Suffer.
Yeah, some people have... Okay.
Oh, just... Welcome back to the Reign of Emrys, here on Dork Tales. You get dressed, head down. The bath is long and luxurious beforehand, and both you and Leiden? Still getting used to because it's spelled completely differently. Leiden. Oh, you even put it in your Zoom.
I did. Okay. You can see the pronunciation right there.
Okay. You both have your baths. Dress yourselves and head down. Leiden, this is the first time you've ever taken a bath and had an attendant. Your friend Katya, the green scaled dragonborn, sits next to the tub. It's the smaller one in the upstairs bathrooms. Still inlaid in marble, and beautiful, beautiful sculptures of some of the lesser gods surround the edge. Did you have a good time out in the far provinces?
Yeah, it was fine. It was different.
You seem distracted. What's wrong?
Just getting used to everything, I guess.
It's good though. You've had your quickening. And you've been elevated down into, a person of real status.
We'll see how that goes. It's one thing for it to be said, another thing for it to become reality.
Well, I was actually hoping, did you like Zetrovia? Or Zetrov, when you went down to pick up the mistress?
It was cold. It was alright, but I don't think I'd want to stay. Why?
Well, I was wondering if you have some time with his lordship, you could maybe put in a word that having another spellcaster around the house might be a good idea, because I've been reading in my spare time when I've been allowed, and I'd really like to go and study. Make myself a little more useful than just, the cooking and the cleaning. It was either that or the church, and to be honest, I've never really felt that much of a touch of the divine, even though we were raised in the... But magic, that's something I can get behind.
Would probably be useful for the household, yeah. I'll see if I can... Well, I don't know if I could say anything, really, but...
I mean, you're
perhaps...
his daughter's agent.
Right. Right.
Oh, speaking of which, dinner's almost ready. We should probably get you out and do your hair.
I mean, yeah. Thanks.
Happy to help, my lady.
None of that. That's weird. That's weird. Don't do it. I don't
Well,
like
it's true. You're my lady now. Just saying. Just saying. It's good to have you back, Leiden. You always were the best of us.
That's what they say.
And you get dressed and head down. The dining hall is opulent. The walls are covered in gold leaf wallpaper. It's lit by actual candles, giving the room a bit of warmth. The walls have been folded away on one side. The paneling yawning open to reveal a veranda on the other side. A beautiful terrace that leans out over the edge of Duchesne's waterfalls. The sound of the roar in the distance is pleasant, and a sea foam mist rises up into the early twilight. Well, a woman's voice says as you enter, sitting at the far end of the table. Right on time. As you both enter the room, your mother stands up, Claudette, and comes to greet you. She's a lovely woman who looks more or less like a slightly older version of you, with her hair a bit more goldish. Well, it was at one point. And a bit longer, as is the fashion for women of her age. Dressed in an elegant but comfortable evening gown. She approaches, gives you a brisk hug and a kiss on both cheeks, and then turns and gives you the perfunctory kiss next to both cheeks, Leiden. Welcome back. And of course, you remember your uncle. She turns, and you see that your father is seated at the table. But across from him, actually, his back facing you, a man turns around. His hair is blonde, turning steel gray. His face is square with a prominent chin and lines beginning to etch themselves into his flesh. For all intents and purposes, he's played by Jeremy Irons. Well, Miss Claudette, you've grown quite a bit. Excuse me. And he'll stand up and bow deeply at the waist. And Agent Leiden. Leiden.
Leiden.
I never could get the provincial names correct. Leiden. I won't make that mistake again. It's good to see you. Please, shall we eat?
Of course. Claudette will return the greetings, obviously.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What was the uncle's name again?
The uncle's name is Lord Virgil Merovech. And Merovech is Merovech. Merovech.
Okay.
All right. So tonight, you are dining on a number of things. Let's see. An appetizer is a special type of mushroom, shiitake mushroom drippings with a side of fresh crafted walnut ragu. Followed by a cheese dish, Gruyere and Brie, tossed with Dionysian jam. Then, of course, a Tunsian milk cheese, which is more of a drinking cheese than anything, before the main course, which is has been made in honor of your return and Lord Merovech, which is a Crimean death cap stroganoff in a melange of sweet gravy. Something very Zetrovian. It's actually quite truffled and has, and by truffle I mean mushroom truffled in that case, a very fragrant, pungent taste to it. Very savory.
Is it at all familiar?
It feels like a fancier version of the type of stroganoffs that they would serve. It's on handmade egg noodles. that are just exquisitely made by the chef. But of course, the chef, you've had the same chef since you were a child. They always do a fantastic job. So, it's good to have you home, Virgil. It's good to be home. Yeah. On the way home. And how did you find Zetrovia?
Oh, it was lovely. It was very different. I learned so much.
Such as?
Oh, well, my mentor focused on, one sec, sorry, I'm finding that page. Mainly, necromancy and evocation. I find most of the spells in my book are more evocation-based. With a smattering of necromancy and some illusion.
You know, I'm a bit of an evoker myself.
It's quite fun.
I've dabbled in necromancy as well. And you joined the cloth wholeheartedly. I see you wearing the sphere of the orphan.
That's right.
Are you planning to attend the games? Worship in his honor?
Probably not.
Such a pity. Well, in that case, I did not want to do this directly at the table, but Crispin, would you mind? No, not at all. Go ahead. Whatever you feel is appropriate. Right, dear? Your mother gives him a bit of a look. You can tell that she's not entirely easy around Virgil. One of your dad's old war buddies. It's not really her thing. Well, in that case, Giles. With that, a tall man who looks like he's of Cataganian stock. Tall, kind of pale skin, enough that you can kind of see a little bit of the veining around his chest, where his shirt is open-topped, with a series of brands in dark red in an intricate pattern along his collarbone line. Slave marks. They're visible. He approaches, dressed in decent finery, actually, and you've maybe even met Giles before. He served your uncle for quite some time. In his hand, he's carrying a velvet-wrapped package. It's about the length of a sword. I thought that you could probably benefit from this. And with that, Giles will hand over the package.
Claudette will take it and...
Claudette, your mother says, as you try to open it. Oh, dear, come on. It's a present. She's home. Go on.
She's just gonna go for it then.
As you open it, there is a very ornate rapier inside of it. But not just an ornate rapier. It's a rapier built in the fashion of Imperial Magitech. It has a loading slot. This is a potentially, if you get the cartridges for it, a magically fueled weapon. Unlike your own, which is just a nice blade.
She's gonna kind of like bounce in place a little bit just out of excitement. Oh, it's so lovely!
It is. It's one of the new models that we're testing, with some flourishes for a present. And, of course, it doesn't have any charges at the moment, but I figure that once you start doing some work for the state, you'll be able to acquire as many of those as you'd like.
So exciting. Thank you.
Now, of course, it needs a name.
Ooh. Do you have any suggestions?
Well,
I don't know. Never never had to name one before.
How about vigilance?
That sounds good. After Uncle Virgil.
I'm sorry I didn't bring you much of anything, but suppose it's only fair. Giles, a purse, please. The servant will approach and will offer you a velvet pouch that clangs and jingles. A gift, my lady.
Oh. Thank you. She'll accept it.
Cool. It is a pouch full of 15 gold.
Sweet. Thank you.
Please buy yourself something nice. A dress, some truffles. It was very difficult bringing those things with me. They're actually contraband, you know. What is, your mother says? The sword, unfortunately. It's a prototype still. Well. Dinner was lovely. I think I'll retire early tonight. Yes. And she'll stand up, and the men will stand up when she does.
Claudette will get up and, go and give her mother a hug and,
Do not become incorrigible like your brother.
Promises. She'll kind of, fingers behind her mother's back. I'll try.
Okay. And as she departs the room, they will sit back down again. Crispin. Yes, my friend. Do you still have that bottle of is it the Dionysian Red that we picked up from those pirates that one time? I think I do, actually, yes. Would you mind? I haven't had any good wine in a while. It's the problem with being in the front lines. You get the swill and rum and brandy, and that's about all. Sure, I can go get that. How many glasses should I bring? Your father looks around the table at both of you. Four glasses it is. And he gets up and departs the table, leaving you alone with your uncle. As soon as the door shuts, I have a request of you. One that your parents probably wouldn't appreciate. Your brother didn't want to put so in the letter, but one of his friends passed in battle, one of his comrades on the front lines.
That's awful.
Yes. A young man named Calco. He had family in town. Your brother asked that I pass this along, and that you go and give condolences. And this. And he'll reach into his... actually, he'll reach over and Giles will hand him a scroll. That, given by the seal on it, you know is the Imperial Writ of Death. It entitles a pensioner to a portion of the deceased soldier's wages for a period of time. And also is just it's basically the folded flag. But this is the first step into achieving those things.
Right. Leiden will step forward and accept it.
Good. Normally I would do this myself, but seeing that you're now an agent of An agent of the Empire, fully endowed with an agent of your own. This should be very easy. Plus, it's good for you to get out and experience the world. This was an infantryman. Commonborn.
Okay.
You'll be going to the Low Town.
I've been there before.
Well, I won't tell.
Good.
You are looking for a man. Well, sort of. You're looking for a man named Ylos. Dirk Ylos. Is it Dirk or Dirk-A? Caitlin.
Okay, I was like, it's been a while. Dirk.
It's Dirk. Okay.
Yeah.
The E was throwing me.
Oh,
Dirk.
yeah.
He's been known to frequent a place called the Butchery.
The Butchery.
What do we know about the Butchery?
You can make me an intelligence roll to see. Actually, you know what? Make me a charisma roll to see if
sweet.
you would have spoken to someone or hung out with people.
Sure.
What was the
First rule of the night, wish me
Deceased.
luck.
person's name? I wouldn't want to make a mistake.
The person's name was Calco Milos.
Halko.
So if it's just...
So it's charisma,
Yep.
because Streetwise isn't a skill in this, so...
Nope. Let's see. It's just try to charisma to beat. And I'm gonna use my
Determination?
determination.
All
so that
right,
should
there
be
you go.
Give me a +2 to make that a 12.
A 12? Yeah, you have heard of it. It's a... Just barely. You know it's a speakeasy. You don't know what the password is, but it's a speakeasy in the on the north side of town.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of in a place called Lowtown that is known for its gambling and fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You know about this actually through your contacts at the church, because clerics of the Orphan often go there. The Orphan is a god of many things. The Orphan is a god of death, a god of life, and also a god of sports. The Orphan, his symbol is actually, one of his symbols is a skull inside of a ball. Like basically like almost like a haloed skull. He's particularly well known in death sports. Like the Colosseum, particularly the matches where people actually die, not just the exhibition matches, which are the majority of them. Guys, just putting that out there. I hate that about Colosseums. People always get that wrong. Gladiators didn't die very often. They were too expensive.
That makes sense.
But he is, a god basically of like sporting entertainment as well, at least in Emrys. And so you know of this place. Would you mind getting there?
Right.
I'd prefer it be tonight.
Okay. You get to distract Mama, though.
Oh, no worries. Once I get a couple of glasses of that red into your father, he'll be enough of a distraction on his own.
Uncle.
I know what I'm talking about. Are you looking for some excitement after this? Come talk to me. Both of you. There's several missions that I could have you take care of.
Okay.
We'll keep that in mind.
If you're ready to start immediately.
Of course.
Good. I was worried. I know that there is Miss Lady Banus. Benas? Mina was also a recent graduate from the school as well, right? Mina Banus? Mina Banus. I don't know how you pronounce it. B-E... Ben-A-S. It's your character, Christine. It's your rival.
Oh, that one. Okay. Sorry, I forgot. I'd written down the friends. I was like, wait, that's not a friend. Which one is that?
No,
Shit.
it's Jerk.
Jerk face.
Is it Benays? I'm gonna add an I into it so it doesn't sound like penis.
Go quickly read it again.
Benes.
I think Benes.
Yes.
Benes? Okay.
Benes.
Okay, I'll add an E on the end. I hear that Miss Lady Mina Benes is also a recent graduate back. I imagine she'd be ready to go fairly soon.
I already said I could do it.
Well, good, because... And the door will open again. Not only found the red, but 4 glasses. What do you know? Ooh, dusty. Girls, did I tell you how we found this? Well, found. So, there we were, out on the Dionysian Sea. And, all of a sudden, this tentacled beast... What was it called? It wasn't a kraken. It was like a kraken's little brother. A crackette? Yeah, sure, a crackette. A crackette rose up from the sea, being ridden by an honest-to-God Triton warlord. Well, little did he know that we were testing out one of the new steamships that came out, the ones 20 years ago, the Model X line. Model V. Yes, Model V. No, it wasn't the Model V. It was the Model... Why? No, it was the Model X for sure, because... You're just having me on. I am having you on. Okay, anyway. He pops the cork. Blub, 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 blub. And, so anyway. What he didn't expect when he pulled the ship under was that it was also partially submersible. We lost a couple of sailors off the side, luckily recovered all but one, and he pulled us down into the watery depths of this little fortress he'd built off the coast, the bottom of an atoll, actually. And this atoll had all sorts of air pockets and was basically an underwater cavern system built into a lair. He thought we'd all drowned. So, surprise when he and his men pried open the side of the ship in an air pocket. And me, your uncle, and 22 of the best sailors that were accompanying us on the voyage jump out, and I mean, you're a grown woman now. We killed a lot of them. It was
Sounds exciting.
actually that the upstairs bathroom. Some of the ornate statues up there were taken from the Horde. The guest bathroom. The statue of Ophion, god of pleasure, taken from that Horde. Well, we did more than that. Your father spares you the gruesome details. They were pirates, so we did what we had to. We took them. We attached them to what remained of the mast of our ship by nail and rope. And we drove them back to Emrys, crucifying them in the sun. And we didn't have pirates for almost 2 years. At least along that route.
You should be glad Mama went to bed.
Yes, well, I think we should tell some more stories and drink some more wine. What do you say? I think that's a great idea. To my daughter, and I suppose my my surrogate daughter. Congratulations.
Thank you.
May your days be long, and your victories bring woe to the conquered. Victus. And they will drink for a moment. As you have the wine poured in front of you, it is a spicy wine. It burns on the way down and has been fortified with. You're not 100% sure, but it is fire.
Claudette's just gonna sip it.
You are going to feel, it's almost has like that slight feeling of like habaneros as you put it to your lips, where you're going to feel your lips begin to plump slightly.
Yeah, Leiden will probably have like a single sip after, and then put it down.
Well, your parent or your uncle and father tell stories for another minute before your uncle gives you the look.
Do excuse me. I have some more stuff to unpack and put away.
Of course, you gotta be tired, right? You're tired. They're always tired. Women, right? More drinking for us. Cheers. Okay. Slow down, Virgil. I still have a... And your uncle starts topping his glass up the rest of the way.
And I will just walk out.
You've lost your touch not being in the military.
And we'll give a nod, like a bow goodnight, and then just scurry after Claudette.
All right.
Closing the door quietly behind us.
And you have an adventure ahead of you.
My first official one.
Official, unofficial.
Official.
Meanwhile, Ivy, the streets are dark as you head out through town. There's a low mist clinging to the ground of Lowtown. Dark is truly settled around town. It's about 8 o'clock now. Here in the actually wait, you're in the southern hemisphere, so this would be, is it spring or fall right now?
Right now it'd be summer.
No, well, right now in our world, but in this world, is it spring or fall? I'm asking you.
Me?
Yeah, is it spring or fall?
Okay.
I'm giving you power.
Power? What is power? Let's do fall.
So is it southern fall or northern fall? Because they're inverted.
That's right. It is southern fall.
Okay, so it's spring? Whatever. Anyway, it's getting dark early right now. So it's fall. It's fall. Okay?
It's fall.
So it's
fall.
It's springtime in Toulouse, okay?
Okay. That's what you're trying to get at. Okay.
Well, because they're the equator's kind of off center on this world anyway.
Yes.
But so
it's a crisp fall evening.
As you stroll through town, you can hear the cable cars swinging overhead, taking people to various parts of the city. People are out in force. It's a celebration night, the weekend for most. What we would consider a Friday. Everyone is off having a good time. The streets are not packed, but definitely not empty, as people sway back and forth, carrying bottles of wine, amphoras under their coats, smoking freshly rolled cigarettes with, smuggled tobacco from some of the Northlands. What are you doing?
I think she'll start heading towards the last known location of where they said she might find.
Okay. Can you make me a survival roll to do some tracking?
Yes. Can I use my Hunter's Bane?
Ooh, how does that work?
I have advantage on survival checks to track Fae, fiends, or undead.
This is technically part Fae, so I'll allow it.
Sweet. Alrighty.
I'm surprised that monstrosities aren't on there, though.
Yeah. I'll double check where I,
No, it's fine.
Copy.
But there is a
but...
splash of Fae in them, so
cool.
Science experiments mean that I can mess around with creature types. So hey.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Alrighty. Let's go. New dice. Okay, that's fine. And let me find my...
In the distance, a dog barks.
Thanks,
Charlie.
Survival, he said?
Charlie added the sound effects.
Hey, Charlie. 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult. So what does your bonus do?
Actually, can I use my determination to make it a 19? Or no, my proficiency's not 3, would be 18, right? Yes.
If you want to, yes.
Sweet, I will use that then. So it's an 18.
So real quick though, question.
Yes.
What does that thing do? The power use the Hunter's Bane? Because I've never used a Blood Hunter before in game, so I'm curious.
It's just one of the like things that you give to.
What does it do?
To track Fae, it just you give advantage on wisdom checks to track Fae.
Okay, so it gave you advantage. Okay, so you rolled with advantage.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, I did. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
No, it's okay. I just learning new systems.
Yes, me too.
As you head out through the night, you are going to find the faint trail. It comes in. At first, the bits of scratching along alleyways. And there, as you head down an alleyway, following just these marks in the brickwork, you see that it looks like were some tracks around this area, like a leopard, running on 4 legs. And then you lose them for a minute before backing up and seeing that it looked like the beast ran toward this alleyway quickly. And then it sprung up. You look up. And as you do, you see that it looks like the beast landed on one of the alley walls. And stalked up it. You can see prints running along the side of the wall 20 feet high, pacing down the side of this brick alleyway. Do you follow the trail?
Yes. Definitely keeping an active eye above me and like definitely listening and keeping a good ears and eyes out. But yes, she follows.
As you look around, the alleyway arcs around a blind corner up ahead. And before you reach it, can I get a perception roll?
Yes.
Actually, I need to take your all passive perception soon. That's gonna be the thing. But
okay. All right, perception. Is that on my new sheet? There it is. Okay, that's not great. It's a 13.
A 13? Okay.
Apparently she's not very perceptive.
As you round the corner, you will, as soon as you turn the corner, you will smell it. Blood. A man lies in the middle of the alleyway around the blind corner. Large, well-muscled, dead. His throat ripped out, parts underneath his tunic, which has been shredded. You see various organs missing, where they've been stripped out of his rib cage. His heart, at the very least. Do you investigate?
Yes.
Can you make me, if you investigate the body, you can make me investigation.
Cool. Sweet. All right. Oh, no, that is no bueno. That is an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
So looking it over, it's too much of a mess for you to really make sense of it. But it looks like a wild animal leapt upon him and crashed him to the ground. He has a huge scratch mark down the side of his face. And it looks like it tore into him, ate a number of his organs. The inside is all pate now. But honestly, there's enough of a gap in his chest cavity to raise sparrows. Like a full nest inside of there, worth of space. It looks like this is fairly recent. He's still not quite ambient temperature yet. In fact, this has probably been done in the last hour. And yet, as you look around, the body's obviously been disturbed. Do you check him over?
Yes.
Okay. What you're going to see is the following things. His face has been completely scratched up, and his jaw has actually been pried open. You can see little chips of tooth on the ground where it looks like someone took a hammer to his teeth. Probably for gold or silver fillings. His pockets are empty. There are several places on his fingers that in the dark you can see are tanned around, ring bands with no rings. Mm-hmm. Someone's picked him over pretty quickly. But as you take a look at him, you will see he does have one thing kind of jutting out of his pants pocket. A rolled up piece of parchment. Do you take it?
Yeah.
As you unfurl it, you'll see that it's a fight advertisement. Come one, come all. Fight Dahl the Destroyer. All bets taken, all faces breaking. And it has a flexing, grimacing version of the dead man sketched on it. Dahl the Destroyer. More like Dahl the Destroyed. Tonight at the Butchery is written at the bottom.
Guess you won't be fighting too many people tonight, will you there, doll?
Given that it's just 8, you probably have a little bit of time to kill. What do you do?
Probably should go tell them their prime fighter is gonna be missing in action. And should probably...
You know the place fairly well.
Yeah, I shall head over there.
All right. And with that, the front doors will open wide, and a pair of halfling girls will stride into the speakeasy, having given the name. The half-orc opens the door. All right, come on in. I mean, he squats down. Come on in, ladies. Thank you. Thanks for letting me do my makeup at your place.
Oh, no worries. I'm always available to help.
You're really helpful.
Thanks. Very will have changed into more
that
this. So
what?
she's wearing, like a nice black corset with a blouse and a bit of a floofy skirt.
She is basically dressed in kind of like a leather. What am I thinking of here? Like a leather, not a sundress, but like an A-line, like a leather A-line number.
Yeah.
Kind of like a slight leathery suede look, which is a little bit out of date, but looks quite good on a tiny halfling. She was complaining the entire time and washed her feet off and took her boots off and left them at your place, making sure to gussy up the hair next to her toes, and is happy to be walking barefoot again through town. Oh.
She'll have probably noticed that Verri doesn't have any hair on her feet.
And you wear boots, don't you?
And she wears boots.
I don't know how you do that, really.
Oh, I find it quite comfortable.
It's because you're a city girl.
Yeah, basically.
If you grew up in the country like me, nobody wears shoes like that, except during threshing season.
Oh, I see. I mostly grew up on a military base, so it's...
Oh, so military boots.
It made it easy.
Ooh,
Kelly?
Yes.
What was her name again?
Her name is...
The one name that I forgot to write down.
Anka.
Anka. Perfect.
ANCA.
ANCA. Perfect. Thank you.
All right. As you walk in, the place is actually quite bustling. Even this layer of it, which kind of spreads out in a T shape, more like an anchor shape from the front door, where you see the rest of the tavern kind of expand at the back like a horn. And the bar runs along the length, and there are other bars located inside of this establishment. There are probably about 60 people just inside of this part of the room. which means that being a halfling is very advantageous as you work your way through the crowd. Are you bringing weapons with you?
She'll have she'll have a what does she carry again? She has a short sword.
Okay.
And well, do you want to drink at the bar?
Do I ever? I want to get lit.
All right, come on, we're going to. It's gonna be so much fun.
The bar. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's it. And then,
Okay.
yeah, she's gonna go up to the bar and order a drink. 2.
Hey, how you doing tonight? A tiefling
Great.
leans across the bar at you. Hey, very good to see you, my friend.
You too.
It's Sal. And
Thought I
you,
forgot.
Oh, I bet my name is on top of your lips like, well, if you play your cards right, maybe a lot of things. Maybe
More like
whiskey.
More like if you play your cards right, honey.
I always play my cards right, honey.
That's right. You usually do. Anyways, I'm here with my very good friend Anka, and we're looking for a couple drinks tonight. What do you recommend?
What I recommend is, well, we got this new, we got a whiskey that's coming out of the Dwarven Mountain Range, kind of near the crossroads.
Ooh.
I mean, the Causeway. Crossroads is the brand. So it's Crossroads whiskey coming out of that dwarven city there, the one with the gate. What's it called?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, good stuff. Pretty strong though. I don't know if it's good for you, little girls. 2 fingers or 3?
3, please.
I know those
What's good for you is good for me.
Human fingers or halfling fingers?
Oh, human fingers, of course.
I don't know if I can handle 3 human fingers. Oh, honey.
1 for her.
We'll ease it in slow. And he'll turn and pour some drinks to you. Meanwhile, there's a man at the edge of the bar who is just chuckling a bit to himself, I think. Talfrin, describe yourself to Verri. Your fight's not for another half hour.
Yeah, he's got some time. So he is a rather tall, kind of really built, but still kind of strangely lanky, blonde gentleman. He stands about 5'10". He is human. He wears glasses like this, and he is wearing, everything I'm wearing basically. Although 2 gloves. I hate wearing gloves.
And yet you made them for your character.
What?
You made them on your character. It's great.
Yes. Yeah.
I hate wearing ties, so hey.
Yeah. There we go.
That's why I cheated.
It's not too bad when they're like fingerless though, and he does have fingerless gloves, so
Fair enough.
did that right.
All right.
So is Talfrin laughing at the 2 little halflings?
He's chuckling at the interaction a little bit, but he's looking over a little bit, interestedly.
Do you think that one's flirting with us? Or should we buy him a drink?
Oh, you mean the tall, cute one? Well, if he's not going to flirt with us, we're going to flirt with him.
Very. Is that?
Hey!
Look, I've only been in the city about a month. Is that how city girls do it?
That's how I do it.
And
Again, I grew up on a military base. Everything was fair game if you're a civilian contractor.
God, we
Anyways.
won't be as tall as him if we stand on each other's shoulders.
I mean, I'm only 3'2".
And
So-
I'm only 3'3".
I bet his bicep weighs as much as me. So how's it going? She turns to Talfrin.
Oh, well, it's gotten a lot better in the last few seconds. How are you?
Oh, I'm always good, especially when I'm surrounded by nice people. Ready for a fun night here?
Lady, we're anything but nice. Your drink?
He's
But
got a point there.
But you're always nice to me. And that's all I really care about.
Well, you're the right kind of people.
Yeah, just because I don't participate in the fights here, because let's be real, I'd probably get squished. Although, I mean, there are sometimes that would be really nice. Although maybe not in that way all the time.
Ooh, whatever you like.
Anka, how's your drink?
It's
It's good, isn't it?
That's pretty good.
Still glad you invited me out tonight? Oh, good. So, sir, what brings you here tonight? I'm Very, by the way. This is my friend Anka.
Very. Anka, nice to meet the both of you. I'm here to be in the fights.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I pick it up every once in a while. I often win, but
Well, hopefully you don't hurt that pretty face of yours.
oh baby, it's all good.
I'd hate for anything to happen to it.
Ah. It's rugged. I thought girls like that.
That's true. Well, let's have a drink. So, give me a beer. Tall one.
Absolutely.
Beer for the lady.
What kind do you want? You want halfling? You want dwarf?
Oh,
want
dwarf,
human?
please.
Tell you what. I just got a batch of Gold Brewer Select over from Toulouse.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
It's pretty good. It's a nice hearty ale. Hill dwarves, they do it good, right? All right.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He pulls a bottle for you. Here you go. Yeah, tonight's gonna be interesting. And with that, the doors will open. And you are going to see a tiefling enter. Robin, what do you do? The door opens for you, and as Ivy looks around the room, the half-orc looks you over. You recognize the half-orc. He always watches the door here at night. You know two other people inside of this place. One's the bartender, who you know is Solarius, another tiefling. And also you have another friend who will be working inside of this place if the fights are happening. A hobgoblin, known as Arax. He's probably the one you'd want to talk to. You're muted.
Yeah, I realized. And then I almost hit power off on my computer, so that was great.
Don't do that.
Yeah, so Ivy will probably walk up to Arax and...
All right, so...
Evening.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, go ahead.
I was saying, evening, Arax.
The hobgoblin will turn to you and look you over. Now he's quite a bit taller than you, about 6'4", dark red skin, kind of a slightly leonid face, a broad lion-like nose, and his hair pulled back into a tight bun at the base of his skull, almost kind of curled. Think like the Quaker Oatman kind of haircut. Wearing actual breeches and turns to you.
I got some. How are you?
Doing all right? You fighting tonight?
No. Then I have some unfortunate news. She'll take the
It's my least
poster.
favorite kind of news.
Yes. I saw this fellow here. A few blocks back. He's kind of missing a lot of him. And his face and, was dead. Left on the street. Don't think he's going to be fighting tonight.
I see. That means I might have to advance my timetable. You sticking around to watch the fights tonight?
I've got a job, but I can probably stick around for a few rounds.
There's going to be a good one coming up in about 20 minutes, if you got the time.
Yeah, I got the time.
Tall, lanky guy over there. He's a Westlander. coming in here is going to take on a Goliath. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I think the Goliath's going to beat his fucking face in.
Yeah, you think so?
I put my money on it.
Well, I'd always like a underdog. I'll take your bet. Just between us.
Not just between us. I mean, you put it on the bookie board.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Depends. What's the wager?
Giving him 4-1 odds against the kid.
Ah, my favorite.
What, kids?
No. Odds.
Yeah, it's good odds to watch a baby be spanked.
Ah, you never know. Children can surprise you.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's going to get squished.
Well, then I guess I'll just take my money then.
Now look at what walked in the door. As you turn around, meanwhile, outside, you head down through the lowdown. And there is the place that you heard about, Leiden. The Butchery. Black door, recessed stairwell. Closed sign for repairs on the door.
It's that one.
Do you approach?
Yeah, come on.
Okay. All right. So you and Claudette approach and head up. The door is in front of you. What do you do?
Ooh, says it's closed. Are you sure?
It's a front. It's not actually.
Oh, is this
closed.
one of those places you said I shouldn't ever come by alone?
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
I just
Okay.
say,
Which she is not dressed for this in the slightest. Like,
Oh,
I think
God,
she's wearing
no.
her outfit from like the art.
Yeah.
Yep, she is.
She's got the ruffly skirt with like the lace on it, and she definitely looks like a noble.
Leiden's actually gonna like beckon her over to the side and just be like, okay. So just so you're aware, we are going to stand out like sore thumbs. So
Okay.
stay close, okay? There's a lot of rough types here.
Okay.
Yeah. So just keep an eye on your purse. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
And then she'll head over to the door.
Okay. Do you knock?
Yeah, I think so.
A pair of beady eyes and green skin look out at you. What? What do you want?
We'd like to enter the premises.
Close for repairs.
Knocks again.
Funny, didn't I tell you to fuck off?
No.
You hard
Claudette's
hearing.
gonna hold up gold over her shoulder.
Make me a
Didn't
persuasion
get us-
roll.
And
I'm gonna use my
Leiden,
new Lagoon dice for this.
Leiden's gonna, can I assist?
Oh, how are you gonna assist?
She's gonna smile and say, you didn't give us a chance to...
Okay. All right, so you can roll with advantage, Christine.
Sweet. Excellent, even better.
It's a
Okay.
very pretty smile, just...
21. And it's gonna be like, she kind of holds it, and then I think she can kind of flick them. She's got enough decks that they spread out and fan out into like 3 gold.
Get in quick.
Thank you.
And pop and just kind of pass them by as she goes.
City girls.
Thank you.
Hey, you ladies don't cause any trouble here, and you watch out for all the trouble that's already here. All right?
Got it.
And he'll settle back down onto the stool next to the door. This place is flooded with people. Music is playing in the distance, some jazzy number off a number of horns. They must soundproof this place with magic, because you couldn't hear a peep of that outside. and looking behind the orc's face through the slot, you were sure you saw cobwebs and drapes, like draped cloths for painting. Drop cloths, I mean. And, but inside of here, there is a raucous scene going on. Where do you head? What do you do?
Leden's
Should
gonna
we
start
ask the
heading-
bartender?
Yeah, she'll just do like, yeah, bartender, and she'll beeline to the bartender.
The bartender is a tiefling with deep kind of burgundy purple skin, kind of plum, I think is probably the right word to say, with cascading curly plum hair, and leans forward as you approach. Wow, aren't you two a sight for sore eyes? It's not a question, it's rhetorical. You absolutely are. How can I help you two lovely ladies tonight?
I need to find somebody.
Hey, you know what?
I was
I'm
told
right
that
here.
they had been here before. It just goes right over her head.
Okay. That's unusual. It usually works.
She'll
All
look at
right.
the little like scrap of paper that she wrote this all down on, probably in her hand. And, Dirk Mellows? Have you heard of him?
Hey, Dirk. Someone's asking about you. And it's a pretty lady. He'll shoot across the bar. Meanwhile, a few moments ago, as you were chatting with the halflings, Talfrin, you heard an audible squeak on the stool next to you. Hey. Talfrin. Hey, buddy. I didn't think you were going to be here tonight.
Yeah, change of plans. Yeah.
Hey, luckily I was already here waiting for you. Can you
Of
please
course
describe
you
Dirk
were.
for me?
All right. Dirk is that kind of, if you get the picture of the typical, like, kind of scrawny, kind of mousy brown-haired fanboy.
Is this Seth Green?
Maybe. I don't remember what's the. I don't
Dr.
remember.
Evil's son.
I couldn't tell.
Oh, really?
you.
Okay.
I'm really awful with people's names.
That's okay.
Him. Yeah, I know him.
Not so much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Just
Like the young version of him.
like the young version of him. Sure, yeah.
Hey! How's it going, buddy?
Hey, man, no, great. Great, no, had a great day. How about you?
Man, like, really good. I followed that
good.
calisthenics lesson you taught me about. Hey,
Yeah.
this guy, he starts talking to you over Talfrin's shoulder. This guy knows his workouts. Like, look at his arms, man. You wouldn't think so because he's like really lithe and really tight. But man, I saw this guy do 50 chin-ups in a row.
Yeah, I mean, he's not exaggerating.
50. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's like 30 more than I can do. I'm up to 20, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't have a lot of body
You're
weight.
getting there.
You
You're
know
getting
what?
there, bud.
I'm getting there because of you.
Yeah, there you go.
So, what are we drinking? Because what are we drinking? Because I'm buying.
Oh,
I don't remember what it is, but he'd tell him.
Oh, it looks like beer. Oh, will you look at this? Hold on 1 minute. The bartender will drop a couple of beers on the counter and then head over to a couple of new guests that have approached the bar. So, you fine tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's what you're going to do. Put all of your money on Talfrin. He's the toughest guy in all of Duchesne. I'm not even kidding. Not even a little bit.
He's not kidding.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty safe bet to me.
Yeah,
I have put my life in Talfrin's hands.
he has before.
I have. That's why you're my mentor.
I guess I'll go have to put a bet on the board.
You absolutely have to. You want to talk to that big hobgoblin over there. The one who's kind of looking at us. Hi.
Oh, trust me. I've placed bets here before.
Oh, have you? Okay, well, that's really...
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dirk.
I'm experienced.
Some people asking about you. And they're ladies. About me? Hey, sorry, Tal. I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah. Take your time.
He'll get up and, yeah, I'm Dirk Milos.
Tal's gonna keep an eye on them. Just
And you're going to see two of the most unlikely people to show up here. One is someone who's fairly visibly a cleric, and the other who is wearing clothes that are probably worth all four of your outfits combined.
And I'm sure she's got crests on her clothing. She's got to. So,
Nice.
quite clearly a member of House Belmont, then.
Nice. Okay, so as you approach, what do you do?
Claudette's gonna kind of stutter a little and... Orphan, I've never done this before.
Oh, hey, you know what? Hey, well, so...
Have a moment to talk.
Hey, for a beaut...
Sorry to interrupt, but we bring tidings from the orphan. Do you have a moment?
Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
She'll fish the box or scroll out of her bag and... I'm very sorry to tell you that Kelko Melis passed away in action. He was a comrade of my brother. Maxine sent this through so that you would receive it.
And he'll reach out kind of numbly and just take it.
I'm very sorry for your loss. He walks by the orphan side now.
Thanks. For, did they say how?
I've forgotten now.
They didn't.
I don't think they
didn't say how.
They glossed over it, I think.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. My brother didn't tell me.
Okay.
Now, I'm pretty sure I remember you saying that he'd been kind of comrade in arms, so kind of friendly with
your brother? Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't really talk about him in any of the letters, but probably was a soldier serving under him. Your brother's a first lieutenant, so probably just...
So it'd be safe to say that I could say something complimentary, right?
Yeah, you could lie to him. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My brother spoke of him fondly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he was like my dad, kind of, if I had one. Well, thanks. I'm pretty emotionally devastated right now. Can I buy you a drink?
Can I buy you one?
A beautiful woman buying me a drink. I can't say no to that, even if I'm depressed.
I brought you awful news, but...
Yeah. Awful. Hey, Eric's. The hobgoblin turns and looks over. Talfrin's fighting in 10 minutes? 9. My brother's rid on Talfrin. I'll take that bet.
Claudette will kind of side-eye to lead in,
Also, Very is going up to make a bet, too.
All right, last time, everyone. We got the next fight coming in. If you're heading in for the fight, you gotta come to the back. Everybody place your bets. You can speak to me or one of the bookies. And as he says that, a bunch of little goblins are going to start going around going, how much? Also, hello, Raid. Hi, Raid.
Oh, hi, Raid.
All right, so anyway, how much?
I'm gonna put 30 gold on Talfrin.
All right. So, on Tal. Yeah, that's not good. All right. On Talfrin. All right. Anyone else? Bid.
Verrix, I'll put 10 on. 10 on the skimpy boy over there.
Skinny boy. Not Arax. Flip. And flip. And 10 on Talfrin. Throw your money away. All right. You. Pretty ladies. Bet.
Eric of the Orphan.
That will look at Leiden like, what?
Orphan bets.
Seeing that, Very's gonna turn around and be like, come on, what's the point in being here if you're not gonna make money? Have some fun.
She knows. Bet.
Anke, come over here and make a bet with me.
Sure. I've got 5 gold on who should I bet for?
Go for Talfrin.
For 5 on the handsome guy. 5 on Talfrin. Then the goblin will rip off the pages of like the half sheet that has your other side of the bet on it. Hand them to each of you. No more bets. All right, you gonna watch the fight? Come to the back right now. The hobgoblin turns around and starts leading the group through. With that, you head to the back of, where it swells out. And in the center, like I said, this speakeasy is kind of shaped like an anchor. But at the center of the back, there's a hole in the ground, a pit that drops down. A rope ladder on either side. That Goliath blooded man, huge, mohawk-braided Kratos-looking motherfucker, is just sitting on the other side with his legs crossed doing one of these. And then, on the other side, is Talfrin, who looks like a dream date. All right.
Going for.
All right, everyone shut the fuck up! That's better. All right, you know the rules? No eye gouging. And stop when someone taps out or dies. There's the rules.
You got it.
And with that, are you ready to rumble?
Let's
Actually, wait, I can't say that. It's copyrighted. One sec.
go.
Are you ready to fucking fight? That's not copyrighted. I'm ready to fight, the Goliath says, standing on the other side.
All right, let's go.
Are you ready to die, little man?
Not today.
Good. I will make sure you suffer until dawn then. And with that, the Goliath's not going to use the ladder. He's just going to leap into the pit, dropping down the 10 feet. And why don't we go ahead, and are you going to step in as well?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Do you take the ladder or do you jump in?
I'm going to take the ladder for a bit and then do like a dramatic swoosh down.
All right. So, can you make me an initiative roll?
Ooh, your Roomba. Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, that's not bad. Not good. Not bad. Let me see. It is a 15.
And how many HP do you have? Just so I know.
29.
Sounds great. All right. Heading down into the pit. Ooh, okay. In this corner, we've got Krog. A Crow. It's Crow. It's Crow. Crow versus Talfrin. Now let's see some blood. You'll hear ding, 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 ding. And with that, let's start some fight music. Where is it? I got it right here. Where is it? Here we go. Fists of Fury.
That sounds accurate.
Sounds very accurate.
Get him, Talfrin!
All right. As you land down and the bell dings, ding! The Mohawk Goliath cracks his neck to the side, grabs his braid, and pulls his head until you hear a sickening
Oh.
I'm sorry for your face. And he is going to lunge forward and is going to take a swing directly at your face. Actually, not just one, not just two, but he's going to take 3. What is your armor class?
17.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. 3 punches directly to your face. One cracks you directly across the brim of your nose. You feel it snap. That is going to be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
The next cracks your head back, and that is going to be another 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And the next is going to crack you right in the chin, dropping your head down low, and that's going to be a powerful another 7 points.
Okay.
So I believe that you're down 16.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. 3 hits of ungodly strength, crushing your chin against your chest.
All right.
And Talfrin, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna rage.
All right.
I'm just gonna go for it.
All right. So what does that look like? Explain what Talfrin's rage looks like.
He's going to kind of look down, gather himself, and then look up with a piercing, well, not that many people can see it, but like a really piercing glare, and just like a pure hatred.
Were your glasses knocked to the floor?
Oh, probably.
All right, so now they can see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me see.
Piercing hatred. And
Yeah.
give it to me.
All right. Sorry, I'm just looking.
All right, so
Sorry.
rage gives you
Yeah, I was
resistance
reading
to
it.
all normal damage.
Yeah.
So you'll take half on anything physical. It also gives you a +2 on damage every time you hit.
Okay.
And besides that, it also gives you some other things like adds your constitution. Oh no, that's already innate. So, do you have it pulled up? This is your first
Yes,
time
I do,
playing a
right here.
barbarian. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. I do. I have it right here.
Sounds good. All right.
Okay.
And you can
going
use
to-
reckless attack as well. Don't forget. That's not a rage thing. That's just a barbarian thing at level 2. So that means that all things have advantage against you, but you have advantage on all of your attacks.
Okay. Why don't we do that this time? Let's go.
Just one punch him.
Just go. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, he's gonna grab his greatsword from his back and swing it out in a big motion, and it's gonna do that unraveling thing, like if you've ever seen Bleach, where Ichigo like
okay.
sun gets off his back and it was
Of
wrapped
course.
up. Of course. Yeah, it's that thing.
All right.
All right. Got 23.
That is going to be an absolute hit. Roll me damage.
All right.
And that's a great sword?
That is a great sword.
It's a pretty great sword. I didn't want to say
It's a
anything,
pretty
but it's
great
pretty,
sword, man.
it's pretty
Yeah.
great.
Pretty great. Let me see. Boop. Boop. That is 7 plus 2 is 9.
9 points of damage. Beautiful. All right, so you are going to slash down the center of his chest. He is going to roar as his blood splatters the ground. Oh, you want to do it like that, do you? And he is going to roar and strike twice at your face rapidly. One of them is going to go right by your ear. and as you start to duck out of the way, the other one's going to come up with an elbow. However, you're in rage right now, so that's going to be really nice. You are going to take 1 point of damage after the reduction.
Nice.
The elbow slams into the side of your cheek, but you are in the middle of a roar, so it just kind of strains the flesh, pulling it tight. And that is his turn as he kind of circles around you. What do you do?
I'm gonna attack him with my greatsword.
Nice. All right. Gimme.
Yeah. I can think of things for flavor, but it doesn't really work. Anyway, it's good.
That's no. Anything you do for flavor. So do you gonna swing it, stab into him, punch him with it? What are you doing?
I was going to, like, yeah. I was gonna try to like kick him away, but that doesn't really work.
Yeah, you can like kick and you can kick and slash at the same time. Totally.
Okay.
This is it's D&D combat. It's all thematic. Let's just have fun with this.
Okay.
The damage is coming from the sword.
If you think it, you can do it.
Unless you can't, but that's your
I'm
dice
going
roll.
to just all-out attack again.
Okay. A reckless attack. You have advantage.
Reckless attack. That's what I mean.
Can't believe I only hit you with one.
Oh, thank goodness. 21.
21 is an absolute hit. Roll me damage.
Excellent. 6 + 2 is 8.
8. Ooh, a solid. So where is that striking him?
I'm trying to
Slicing
kick
across
him
his
away.
chest?
Yeah, just above where my boot's trying to land too.
Okay, so you kick and slash, pushing him back. He is going to reach into his pouch at his waist and
Really tall.
dance 5 feet back and hurl 2 darts directly at your face.
Okay. Really likes aiming at the face, man.
Oh my god, really? What's your AC right now?
17.
I got you. I got you once.
Okay.
I almost botched.
Oh no.
That is great. He hurls the dart directly at your face. It is going to go a bit low and embed itself in your shoulder, dealing 2 points of damage after your reduction.
Okay.
Okay, Talfrin, you are up again. He's about 10 feet away from you now. He's kind of danced a bit back, taking a bit of time to stay out of your range. You're gonna have to rush forward if you wanna hit him again.
That
What do you do?
is fair. I'm going to grab a javelin.
All right, from your back pouch.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna grab a javelin and aim it at center mass for him.
Oh, are you remembering to add your strength modifier on damage?
Nope.
All right, so hey,
Sorry.
Oh.
Nope.
what's your strength bonus?
I was not. My strength is +4. Yeah, +4.
Okay, so that's an additional 8 points of. All right.
I was wondering why your damage was so low.
Oops, because I didn't add it into my character sheet.
Oh, okay.
So.
Mm.
All right, so I'm gonna aim a javelin at him.
All right.
I will reckless attack because.
Okay.
Can I reckless attack?
You cannot
like,
reckless
all the
attack with a
time?
thrown weapon. You can only reckless attack
makes sense.
with melee.
Gotcha.
So you could just run up and start slashing him again.
Gotcha. Make a melee. Okay.
Yeah. You have a chance of getting a nat 20 that way. It doubles your chance of critting.
This is true. Okay, let's do it. We're
Okay.
gonna rush forward.
All right, so rushing forward with
Speedy
a
boy.
bellowing scream. All right, go ahead,
Yep.
make me an attack. You have advantage. Go. What'd you get?
13.
13. Do you have determination still?
I do have determination.
Okay.
I
What's
don't know
your
if that's even gonna help though.
determination? Is it
Well,
you
my
have a
determination
it's
would
a
just be
+2?
like +2, so that would be
Okay.
15.
15? All right. Are you going to use it?
Not sure. All right.
Okay.
Let's
All right.
let's
So
figure this
using
out. Let's
that,
do
how do you attack him? You just rush forward screaming.
it. Probably a downward slash up.
Okay. You are going to cut directly across his right nipple, embedding into a bit of his pec. You're going to see for a moment before the blood flows out, the meat spread open where you see the sinew and tissue beneath the flesh. And he's going to grunt and grab his chest in pain. He's going to use Stone's Endurance. Okay. How much damage is that?
Did that work? I guess it worked.
You definitely hit. Roll me damage.
So that's 9 plus. Oh, yeah,
Plus
plus
strength.
2
Plus
is
4.
11. Plus strength is
So 15?
15. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I did reckless attack, so.
A solid hit. He has you point blank range, though. And at this point, he is going to slam his hands up.
I would like to use my inspiration to give Kelly not.
Oh!
Okay. So I will have advantage on one of my attacks, not both. Because Talfrin was recklessing.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that is one fail and one hit. Good job there.
Thanks,
and it was the disadvantage one, or like it was just the regular roll that you just did that on. All right, so he is going to snatch. Yeah, he is going to slam his hand to the side of your head and grab you by the back of the hair, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Okay.
You have advantage on this because you're raging.
I do. And I'm proficient in it, but we'll see how that goes.
What'd you get?
I got a 10.
A 10? All right, so
real well.
He is going to grab you by the side, basically by the side of the face and the hair, and is going to slam your face against the side of the pit. That is going to be 4 points of damage.
Ooh.
How many do you have left?
In there. 6.
Oh boy. He slams your face against the side of the arena and starts dragging it along, kind of pushing you behind it. Your sword dangles by your side, but it's still in your hand. Make me an attack roll, or hey, it's your turn. What do you do?
Yeah, I will attack.
Okay. Reckless?
Just, recklessly.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh.
I am also now just, he's gonna act like a cornered animal.
All right, come on.
All right, let's go.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Do it.
I actually got a nat 20.
Yes!
You hear very
For reals, I got a 20 and a 5.
Kill him, Talfrin, kill him!
Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll me 2d12 plus 6.
Rack him.
2d. Oh!
Because you got a crit.
Oh.
So you roll your damage dice twice.
I gotcha.
And take...
10.
Oh, God.
8.
Oh, God.
So 18 and then plus 6 is 24.
All right. Caitlin.
Yes.
Talfrin.
Yes.
To borrow the words of a friend, well, of an associate, of a co-runner, how does Talfrin want to do this?
Okay, so he's being pushed against the wall.
Just
dragged against it. He, with no care to any hair ripped out of his head, is going to use the weight of his greatsword to fling himself away from the position, kind of, if he can, with dexterity.
Yep.
Fling himself, spin around behind him, and just stab through.
All right, the blade is going to pierce directly through his abdomen, and he's going to, look at you holding a handful of your hair in his hand.
Yeah, it happens.
He's going to blow your hair in your face, and then collapse to his knees, and tag out as he slumps to the ground. Leiden, he falls to the ground. What do you do?
She will quietly grasp her her holy symbol and mutter a small prayer to the orphan, and will cast Spare the Dying.
Okay. Yep, he is not going to die today because of you. So good job. He's
Claudette's gonna lean into Leiden.
Is he okay?
He'll be fine.
Okay.
At that,
Ivy gives a cocky smile to Eric's.
well, I guess so. Each of you is paid out. So, Verrix, you are going to net minus the 30 that you put in. You're going to profit 90 gold on top of that 30. Robin, you are going to gain an additional 30 gold on top of the 10 you get back.
Nice.
So good job. And as that happens, you're going to see Milo... Oh, pardon me. You're going to see Dirk. Oh, my God. Talfrin! 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 I'm rich, buddy! I'm rich!
Talfrin's gonna look up and, like, do, like, a thumbs up and, like, slump to his knees because he's pretty hurt.
With that, seeing that, Verry's going to excuse himself from Anka, jump in beside him, and slap him with a Cure Wounds.
Okay. So
nice.
what is that in the form of a potion or something, or?
It's just a touch. So
What's the flavor on that, though?
she's actually probably going to use Crux to do that.
Okay.
Because I can cast spells through my bunny, and so
Suggestion. You
Yep.
could have like a little hypodermic in his foot or something.
Yeah.
Like
Buddy
injects the
lands
potion.
That's amazing.
Hypodermic rabbit.
So yeah, like, Verry's gonna jump down, call Crux down with her, and tell him to get to work. And then let me find there's a D8. Oh, hey, there you go. That's an 8, 9, 10, 11.
Whoa.
11 hit points.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you. Ooh,
Oh.
we're back up to 17.
Nice.
Okay.
Leden's gonna look around at this and mumble to Claudette and say, like, just stay here for a second. And then Leden's also gonna head down into the pit and we'll check both of them for injury and see how bad they are.
The other guy, Crow, is actually fairly hurt. There's a big wound in the side of his stomach where you can see perforated intestine through it.
Okay. So I've got something here for my Circle of Mortality. So when I would normally roll 1 or more dice to restore hit points with a spell to a creature at 0 hit points, you instead use the highest number possible for each dice.
Oh, that's
so
beautiful.
I guess I did spare the dying, so the guy's not dead.
But he's
So
at
I guess
0 still.
Is he still 0? That's
Yeah,
how that works?
spare the
Okay.
dying just takes him straight to 0 and stabilizes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Perfect.
then we need to make
Cool.
saves.
So, yeah, Leden's gonna go over, and so that's whenever I casted, I use the max, I think?
If you use that Channel Divinity, yes. Which
It's
you get.
not his channel, it's just Circle of Mortality, I think.
I'll
Like,
double check that after game, but yeah, go ahead.
Double check, because I have a different channel divinity. My channel divinity is Path to the Grave,
Damn,
which lets
okay.
me
Well,
mark someone for termination.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah, it's wild.
So, but that's fine. It'll work for now. We'll check it after game.
Okay, sure, yeah. It's because it's only second level.
So that's
spell,
how
or,
much?
like,
How
second
much?
level?
What's the
So,
dice on
Cure
that?
Wounds.
Is
It's
it
1d8 plus my spell casting ability modifier.
So that's
8
13.
Plus, yeah, he'll just heal 13.
He'll suddenly stand to his feet and. Thank you. Very kind. You. He points a finger at Talfrin. You're a strong little bastard.
It was a good fight.
Come.
Alright, he'll walk over.
He'll grab you by the arm and kind of pull you into kind of a big patty hug. Good fight. Next time I will fuck you up. Meet me in the
You
alley.
try that.
He whispers in your ear, meet me in the alley.
Alright.
Talfrin, how much did you put down on yourself?
I would have put down. Oh, how much do I have? So I think I only start with 5 gold, and I already spent a few of it.
Okay, I'll say you put 2 gold down on yourself, so you'll
gold
profit.
would be
You'll
fine,
profit
yeah.
6 gold.
Cool.
So Kelly, quick question. So I've got 90 on top of my original 30,
Yes.
right?
Total of 120, but don't add that. The 30. I just want to make sure you didn't double that 30 up.
Okay, yeah, okay. So
So if you
I got-
remove the 30 from your character sheet, then it's back, and it brought 3 friends.
okay, so
You,
it's
you
back to-
multiplied your investment by 4.
Okay, cool.
All right, everyone. Out of pit, we clean up for next fight. Talfrin,
Yeah.
a large bet, my friend. You are very confident in yourself.
Yeah.
100 gold pieces. Did not know you had it in you. And he'll hand The hobgoblin will hand you over the purse of gold. It is quite royal.
Yeah. Well, I figured I'd either die or I'd make bank, so...
Make
Here we are.
me a deception roll.
Alright. Looking for my deception. It is not great, but that's okay. Oh, what?
I'm using a hurt them more.
I actually got a 20. I'm sorry. I will take a picture of it.
That's okay. I trust you.
I will still take a picture of it anyway.
That's okay. Take a picture of it for fun.
Yes. Got it.
All right. So a 20. A 20 is not an automatic success on skill rolls, but what's your deception bonus? Your charisma?
23.
23. Okay.
It's
That
23.
that is going to be a success though, because
Okay.
I don't have a plus 10 on my pool for this. He looks you over. You're pretty beaten up, friend, the hobgoblin says. Maybe you should head out early tonight. That was a good fight. Quicker than I expected. But maybe you're just that tough.
Well, they place bets on it for a reason. Right? Can be anyone's night.
Maybe you should go invest that before someone decides to jump you in an alley. If you understand.
I got you.
Finish the drink and go, okay?
Yes, sir.
That's actually way kinder than he could have been, too. Like, that nat 20 helped. So what are you doing? What's everybody else doing?
I know Vari's gonna go back up to Anka and flirt with her a bit more. Because she likes everybody. And then she's gonna make her way over to Talfin and be like, so, do you need a little bit more healing tonight?
I mean, always. It was it's a pretty tough fight.
And she'll turn back to Anka and be like, from friend and I, maybe? If you would,
I mean, the more the merrier.
if you're okay with it, of course, Anka. I hate to put you in an uncomfortable position, but I would love for you to join.
Yeah, where are we going?
Well, my place is just the road, and your stuff's already there.
Okay. Are we gonna play cards or?
Oh no.
Can I? What would I roll for that?
What are you trying to do?
Okay, so she clue her in, yeah.
Clue her in. I mean, I think you could just lean in and
Yeah,
whisper.
you just role play it.
Well, you know, he's awfully hurt, and it could use maybe a fun night from two nice halfling girls to help him out a little bit. Yeah.
So you do have cards. Okay.
I have cards. I have any kind of card that you want. You had a hard day at work too.
Oh my god, are you talking about? And sorry, Amy.
Oh, well, Leden's gonna actually go over to Talfin while that's happening and be like, you fought well, blessings of the orphan, and we'll also do a quick prayer and also apply another cure wounds.
That's gonna be another 13 for you.
No, because he's not at 0. So it's
okay. That's
it's
why
only when they're
at
at 0. That's but so they don't. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can bring people back up a lot faster and a lot better. But
Interesting. That's really cool.
yeah.
Okay.
I
That
think
does
it's
balance
really
out a bit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
handy.
So my
Yeah.
spell casting ability, I believe, is wisdom as a cleric. Yes. Right.
Yes.
So 10.
Yeah.
You'll heal
Oh,
10
so it's
more.
only 10. Okay.
No, because I rolled a d6, a d8, and I got a 6. So and I have a +4. So
Okay. So 12.
no, he gets 10.
Okay, you said you had a
Exactly 10
+4.
points.
I add +4 to the 6.
Oh, to a 6. Okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
a D8 for some reason. All right. Cool.
I did. He's not healing max. He's healing.
I understand.
I rolled
now.
for it.
I understand
Because
It's
he's not at 0.
Yeah.
This is right now. It works as normal.
It works as normal. I haven't had dinner, so I'm a little spacey.
Oh
So,
no!
Aw.
what happens? I had to write a letter from your brother. Okay, so as you are going to be healed up another 10 points of damage, you're feeling pretty good.
Nice. Feeling real good now.
Yeah, I think
mean,
that's-
real good.
Orphan's blessing, friend. Good fight, and then she'll head
you,
back
man.
over to Claudette.
Collect Claudette.
Well,
Collect Claudette.
Well, Claudette, as your mission's done here, you saw some sport, and it's getting close to midnight. What are you gonna do? You're muted. You're
Not
hold on.
needed, though.
Yeah, she's not muted. Hold on. Talk
But
again.
it's just not working.
Hello?
Okay, now
I
it's
think.
working.
There we
again.
go.
I no idea what's happening because
I think it's turned on auto adjust again, or the noise canceling thing.
Or it could just be Zoom.
Could be Zoom.
Lagging.
Zoom.
It could
Okay.
just be Zoom.
All right, so please continue.
Does not turn anything on.
Okay.
So,
Well, don't worry about it now. We can hear you, so go ahead. So it's getting close to midnight. What do you do?
I guess we should head back and see what Job's Uncle Virgil was talking about. If he's still up.
You would be staying at your estate for the night. All right. So with that, you start to gather your things. Anka goes, let me think about it, okay? At the very least, I probably need to go back and get my stuff, and then it would be inhospitable to not have a drink back there. So, just let me think about it, okay?
Of course, and only if you want.
Sure. Well, let's, at the very least, it would be great having someone so big and strong to walk us home.
Yeah,
Of course.
a couple of little ones like us. Mhm.
You want to head out soon, or?
Why not?
Sure, can you leave right away, mister?
I sure can. Fight's over. My job here's done. Well, my job here is done.
Okay. I guess we'll meet you outside then.
Of course.
Meanwhile, across the bar, Ivy, can you make me a survival roll?
Okie dokie. Just 1 second. I have to pull up my shirt. Survival is down here. That is a dirty 20.
One by one, you see these groups begin to separate off and head out. The two girls, the finely dressed ones, are heading out, and soon after the two halflings head outside as well. Midnight is coming closely. If it's hungry again, small groups like this, probably an ideal bit of bait.
Well, my life just got a little easier.
As you head out into the street, Talfrin, what are you doing? Do you head out back through the back door to the alley?
Yeah, well, the girls are waiting though, so. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, he will. Yeah, he'll head out to the back door to the alley.
All right. As you head out the back door into the alleyway, you can see the lone figure of Crow waiting there, leaning against the wall. I was worried you're not going to show up. I was not going to wait forever. Rain is about to come.
Yeah, I'm a man of my word. I just had to say my few goodbyes.
Good, because if you ran out, I would fight you for real.
What did you call me here for?
To take my cut.
Right.
You keep 40, I keep 60. It's fair, because you skewered my guts.
I did.
It
Thought
was
you were
not
going-
supposed to look quite so real, but I appreciate enthusiasm.
Well, you gotta put on a good show, or they won't believe you.
Well, at least you did not
Here.
cut my wiener off.
No, of course not. I leave that intact. Who do you think I am?
Little boy want to have different kind of sword fight later?
I'm taken for tonight, but
Maybe
what we
another
do.
time we wrestle in the good way.
yeah,
You leave yourself open on the left, just so you know.
it's good to know.
It's like you have blind sight. Blind spot, they call. Be careful.
Yeah.
Someone will catch you. Take that pretty face and make it like mine. I like your face. I hope to
Don't put
see
yourself down. Oh, pat the face.
He'll bite the edge of your thumb as you're doing that. Just not hard, but just a little. Pleasure doing business with you,
Anytime.
Westlander. And he'll take his 60 gold, leaving you the 40. And we'll start heading down the other alley. As you round the front of the building, the girls are waiting for you out front, and the other girls are heading out as well, kind of walking down the cobblestone streets. A low rain is beginning to fall around you at this point. Just a soft, most like a pissing mist. What do you do as you round the building?
Wouldn't want you two to get too damp out here. He'll because I took off my my jacket. He'll take his jacket and he'll put it over them because he can, because he's quite tall.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Thank
like
you.
an umbrella, like a makeshift umbrella. Doesn't
Thank
have
you.
one.
Well, I guess lead the way, Very.
You got it. Come on, Crux, let's go home. And she'll start wandering off towards her house.
All right, you begin wandering the same way, actually trailing a tiny bit behind the two women who brought the bad news to Dork. Okay. And as you are walking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no.
As you are walking, you head through a side pavilion, just a large city square with an old monument to some major or general that fought in the 9-score war. It's dark here, and the rain is falling low on the ground. Claudette and Leiden, you almost make your way across the entire pavilion around to where you know the last cable cars will be taking you to the nicer part of the city for the night. Ivy, behind you are stalking quietly, keeping a distance. Can you make me a stealth roll?
I can for sure.
Do it.
You got this.
Let's be stealthy now, Ivy. Yeah, we're gonna be hella stealthy. That's a 21.
Mm-hmm. The rain is falling all around you. You slowly stealth your way behind them, watching the shadows. Watching the roofline. Something is going to happen here. Any second now. But what you weren't expecting, a moment later, as the three of them, Talfrin, Veri, and Anka, pass by the base of that statue. Can I get an int roll with disadvantage from everybody?
Oh boy.
Everybody.
Everybody who's in the square, yes.
Oh god.
Oh
my god. Oh no! I got a 20 and a 3.
Oh.
I got an 18 and a 3.
With disadvantage, Mike?
Yeah, my higher roll would have been a 25.
Oh, wow.
Are we all doing it with a disadvantage? Sorry.
Just the 3.
Okay,
6
3,
total.
6. Yes, well,
Sorry,
everyone with disadvantage?
Okay.
Because you've all
I
had
was gonna spend my inspiration to just roll it flat.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So then. And
you
can I
saying
also
we-
spend my determination? Because then it'll be a 15.
Sure.
Did you say we're just rolling because we disadvantage why?
Because you're not used to this area of town, and some of you have had drinks.
Okay. Because I was gonna say Ivy was making sure that she didn't
you haven't
drink because
drank.
she's on job.
All right, and Christine, what'd you get?
20.
20. As you two reach the edge of the pavilion and glance behind you, you both have a weird feeling, and Verri, you're going to have this feeling as well as you look up at the statue. It's of a tall man astride a horse, looking up into the south and tomorrow. That's odd. There didn't used to be a statue there. It used to be a monolith, like an obelisk, which is what the base of the statue looks like.
Did we pass that one before?
Something weird's going on here, I think.
There's the sound of a whip lashing. And suddenly the horse moves. Its tail lashes out like a tentacle, wrapping around Anka's foot, rips her off of her feet, and the statue shifts and shapes down into a strange cat-like being. It looks like a puma with tendrils rising out of its back, 4 tendrils tipped with these barbed sucker talons. But instead of a mouth, it has dripping, acidic tendrils. It snarls, lashes, and with one cacophonous twitch of one of its tendrils, smashes Anka's head against the ground. And snarls down at you. And I think I'm going to stop game there for the night. All right, so guys, that is going to be it for episode 1. We're going to start with the fight against the Displacer creature. It is not a Displacer beast. It is... what number was that again? Was that 36?
19, he said.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 19. All right, so that is going to be it for tonight's episode of the Reign of Emrys, because it's already almost 11 o'clock.
My goodness.
I know. Time flies, right? So, hey, guys, thank you so much for watching. Did you guys have fun tonight?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yes.
God. Did I ever have fun tonight?
What?
I love that Mike and I have kind of almost switched roles a little bit.
It's very funny.
Yeah, you're not Callie anymore.
They're now doing like the super sexy little halfling.
Halflings?
Oh my god!
Halflings are slutty. That's what they
I
do.
didn't even think about that.
Yep.
All right, so
You're
guys,
taking over the Callie's
thank you very much, Dragon Soul. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. The chat's been pretty big tonight. If this is your first time with us, give us a follow, or if you're watching on YouTube later, give us a sub. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps us feel better about ourselves. And if you want to watch more of our content, this game is going to be airing every Friday, except for like holidays and Kwanzaa, Well, Kwanzaa's a holiday. I just wanted to pick a random holiday. So it's going to be running pretty much every Friday, except for like special events. So it would be really great if you could tune in. It'll be up on Sunday on YouTube, and that's youtube.com/dorktales. And hey, if you want to hang out with some cool people, join us on our Discord, which is available in all of our YouTube descriptions and is right there in the chat right now. So thank you all for watching. We will see you again next week on the Reign of Emrys. Goodbye, everybody.